baby. All right, it is working. Let's go. Oh, God is good. Restream be tripping sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Come on. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Yo, yo, yo. Let's get right, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Let's get right. Let me cut on the lights. Hold on. Set the mood. Set the tone. All right, all right. You're here. Oh, man, my filter is messed up. Hold on. My filter is messed up because I turned on all these lights. That look crazy. All right, we good. We good now. We good now. All right, make sure I got my stuff together. All right, all right, all right. So today we had a lot of boxing news to cover. A lot of boxing news. You know we got the WNBA news too. Y'all don't want to hear me talk about that though, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit towards the end though. But yeah, so appreciate everybody joining too. So let's get it, man. So first, you know, we always start off the stream with a prayer. Those of you of the faith, you know, do what you do, bow your heads. Those not, and just be cool how you be cool in your moment of silence. So through Jesus' name, thank you, Lord, for blessing us for another wonderful day to see. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us in your presence, keeping us under your blessings, and keeping us grateful for the blessings that we may take for granted and those that we may not acknowledge, you know. And a lot of times, sometimes it does get a little difficult to. We get a little lost and not appreciative of what we do have. But, you know, in order to receive bigger blessings, we have to be we have to express gratitude for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. You know, those that you have showed us in the past, those that you will show us in the future, and those are your current and the blessings that you're currently giving us in the present. So, thank you, Lord, for those. Please give us the willingness to accept what we cannot change, and no matter how difficult the times may seem, give us a wherewithal to know that having faith is the belief of what isn't seen, and know that you will not lead us through any trial or tribulation or any trouble that we cannot conquer, as long as we remain focused on you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. So let's get to it, man. But first off, you know, I also want to have a moment of silence for a young man who just passed away in the boxing world, man. A young man passed away in the boxing world, man, by the name of Andrew Tham. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Andrew Tham. He's a Scottish boxer. He's only 28 years old, and he passed away. He passed away yesterday through a motorcycle accident, man. So, you know, he's a boxer. So this is a boxer street. So we want to show all of them love, man. So please give him a good little 10 seconds, little 10 count. Yes, sir. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Andrew Tham, man. 28 years old, motorcycle accident, man. And it's so sad too because my boy Kendrick in the building. That is very sad, man. I'm not too familiar with him as a boxer, but you know how that goes, man. Kendrick in the building, man. Big member Kendrick in the building, man. Appreciate you, brethren. But yeah, man, it's just sad, you know. And it's crazy because, you know, I have a motorcycle, or I had a motorcycle. You know, I don't have a motorcycle anymore. But I had a motorcycle, man. Motorcycles are dangerous, man. I tell people all the time, like, you know, what could be a slight little fender bender in a car could be a potential life ender, you know, on a motorcycle. So, you know, you just want people to be careful with that, and you know, I believe if I'm not mistaken, man, you know, Diego Corrales, we also lost. Rest in peace of late great Diego Corrales. You know, he had a fantastic fight, memorable fight, one of the best fights ever against Jose Luis Castillo. He passed away on a motorcycle accident. You know, and then what's his name too? While Paul Punisher Williams, he didn't pass away, right? He didn't pass away, but he suffered paralysis, man, and lifelong chronic paralysis, man, and that's from a motorcycle accident, man. So yeah, motorcycles are definitely dangerous. I enjoy them. You know, like I said, I used to have me old Ninja, Kawasaki Ninja, but and as a part of that, I have a scar from here to here. I have a scar, boy. Trying to you would think that I was having a baby. How they ripped me open, man. Thought I was trying to give a C-section in my chest. But yeah, so thank God I was all right for that. But yeah, be careful on those motorcycles for those of you that indulge. But let's get right to the topic at hand, man. So we have Usyk, Oleksandr Usyk, y'all know, who has achieved heavyweight dominance, man. Has entered the history books, the first pound for pound heavyweight undisputed champion in the last quarter century, man. 25 years since Lennox Lewis was the last one to do it. The Jamaican badman out of England, you know, he was the last undisputed champion we had at heavyweight. Usyk has accomplished that by beating Tyson Fury 2-3 weeks ago, and now, you know, I reported this earlier too, but now we have confirmation. We heard it from him in an interview. He reiterated that he's interested after Tyson Fury. I'm assuming that he meant after beating Tyson Fury. He didn't add any further specificity, but I'm saying he has to beat Tyson Fury again, because if he loses, then that'll open the door for a trilogy, right? Because Usyk won the first one, Tyson Fury won the second one. Then naturally they have a trilogy, right? So I'm assuming he's saying after he wins, if he wins against Tyson Fury in the rematch, that he'll go back down to cruiserweight. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Jay Opetaia, he better go to heavyweight. And wherever Usyk go, he better go the opposite way. I'm telling bro, Jay Opetaia is not ready. He ain't close. And I don't think he gonna ever want no smoke. Not saying that he won't fight him. You know, I don't know. You know, shout out to my Australian brethren and sister. The Aussie boxers, they're tough. I respect George Ferocious Kambosos. I like Liam Paro, who's about to fight Subro Matias. I have him as an underdog. You know what I'm saying? I like Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu, to me, he may have lost against Sebastian Fundora, but he demonstrated and exhibited and displayed everything you want to see in a fighter. You know, it's up to the corner and the doctors to protect the fighters from themselves. But Tim Tszyu, that was a Herculean performance, you know, very heroic, and you know, he lost, but he showed that he'll fight through anything. That's what you want to see in a fighter. You know, shout out to Errol Spence. He's another one who wants to go out on their shield. You know, sometimes you got to protect the fighter from themselves, and Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu is some of the fighters that you got to protect from themselves. He's an Australian warrior, you know what I'm saying? So I respect my Aussie brethren and sister. But with that being said, I don't think Jay Opetaia is ready for Usyk. I don't think he'll ever be ready for Usyk. I feel like Usyk makes easy work out of Jay Opetaia. And if he wants to get undisputed at cruiserweight for a second time, and if he has to go through Opetaia, he's definitely going to achieve that. You know, no problem. I think you'll be hard pressed to find anybody that would take the Australian and Jay Opetaia over the Ukrainian and Oleksandr Usyk. Man, I just don't think. You know, there's no metric to where I would take Opetaia over Usyk. Jay Opetaia, to me, and to be fair, I always said this too. I feel like Jay Opetaia is like a smaller Anthony Joshua. You know, I think he's just like Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua's just better. You know, he's bigger. They're both pretty much flat-footed. They both flat-footed but athletic at the same time. Both muscular, both strong. But Usyk beat Anthony Joshua twice, you know. And I just think that, he's just a lesser version of Anthony Joshua. And that's no knock because Anthony Joshua's a good fighter. And Jay Opetaia is obviously a good fighter. He's undefeated, right? At cruiserweight. But I just think Usyk would be too much for him. And I think that would be easy money for Oleksandr Usyk, in my personal opinion. I would like to hear if anybody else has a different opinion on that. I don't think so. I think we'll pretty much be a consensus. Unless you're big on Jay Opetaia. There's nothing wrong with that because he deserves the credit that he gets. He's an undefeated cruiserweight for a while. So he's champion as well, not just undefeated, but he's a champion as well. So, but I just think Usyk would be too much for him, And then also in other news as well. Also, I want to expound upon that a little bit more too. Usyk, I wouldn't be mad at him going back to cruiserweight because I think he can make the weight comfortably, and I don't think he has to campaign at heavyweight for the duration of his career. Which I think he's 37, right? So, is he 37? Yeah. He's 37 years old.
Damn.
So I don't think he has to. He has to prove anything else at heavyweight. So I don't think he has to stay at heavyweight. I think he could go back to a weight that's more comfortable for him at cruiserweight and just dominate. You don't always have to move up to assert dominance or assert your how good you are, or prove how good you are by moving up multiple weight divisions. You could campaign at your weight division like Bernard Hopkins and have 20 successful title defenses and still be considered a great. You don't have to show your greatness. There's not only one way to show your greatness, and it doesn't have to be by moving up all the time. But moving up is one way to do that. Kendrick got mad. Yeah, Kendrick says Usyk got mad. Yeah, Usyk got mad skills, bro. And I think Usyk, and then at the very least, the reason why I think Jay Opetaia would be in trouble because don't correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jay Opetaia, Usyk is 6'3", right? I think Jay Opetaia might be 6'3" himself, or maybe 6'4". I mean, he might be 6'3" or 6'2". I think he might be an inch smaller. Yeah, so he's 6'2". So at the very least, if you're fighting Oleksandr Usyk, you want to at least be bigger than him. So if you're not bigger than him, oh boy, you in trouble. you in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? If you're not at least bigger than Usyk, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long night. So yeah, I think Jay Opetaia, no disrespect, he has a boxing chance, a puncher's chance in boxing terms. But as far as that, I don't think any Usyk's gonna be the heavy favorite, basically. If Jay Opetaia wins, it'll be a crazy upset. Yeah, so that's what it is. So if Usyk wins, we could expect him, if he does remain in boxing after Fury, to go back down to cruiserweight. I think that'd be dope too. I think that'd be a good look. And speaking about Anthony Joshua, since you brought up Anthony Joshua, AJ is supposed to fight Dubois, right? It seems like a shoo-in, right? Right? But this is boxing. Because they did say Anthony Joshua is supposed to fight the winner of Philip Hrgovic and Daniel Dubois, right? Right? But it's boxing, right? Right. So, all of a sudden now, which we already anticipated, right? Daniel Dubois beat Hrgovic, so it's supposed to be Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua, naturally. But, of course, here comes the shenanigans. They talk to Anthony Joshua. Oh, I'll fight them both. I'll fight either one. I got to go through them all, whichever one makes the most sense. So, Anthony Joshua, I'm not going to throw no shade on him. He may be about that life and maybe want to fight Daniel Dubois or Zhilei Zhang. That's the other person he was talking about. But according to what y'all said in the verbal agreement, the unwritten agreement, was that you were going to fight the winner of Hrgovic and Dubois. But because Dubois won and he's a less sexy of an opponent, now it's a little up in the air. And even Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua saying that, you kind of supposed to say that. I'll fight whoever's in front of me, whatever. But he did definitively say Daniel Dubois. He said essentially Dubois or Zhilei Big Bang Zhang, who just beat Deontay Wilder. But Eddie Hearn came out and said, it's not necessarily placed in stone or definitive or concrete that we're going to fight Dubois. A lot of people thought that because, they're saying it's going to be the winner of Hrgovic and Dubois will fight AJ. But he said there might be better options and different options for us to take, different route for us to take. And I'm going to be honest, man, I don't like that. To be fair, I feel like Daniel Dubois, he's not the biggest name. He might not be the most attractive fighter, but he earned his chance, man. And I think that if they don't give him a shot, if it's not AJ versus Dubois immediately for AJ, that's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I think that's trash, man. I feel like Dubois, he looked great against Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Is Jarrell Big Baby Miller the cream of the crop when it comes to heavyweights? No, but a lot of people wrote him off in that. They say he's not tough enough. He's a quitter. He has all this, all this stuff that he has holes in his game. And he beat Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And then coming into Hrgovic, I was one of them. I thought Hrgovic, bro, I was the most shocked about that fight. I thought Hrgovic was going to beat Dubois. I thought he was going to get him out of there by like 6 or 7. And not only did he not get him out of there, he didn't even win. Like, and not only did he not get him out of there or did win early, he actually got stopped. And Dubois was the one that looked like the bully in the ring. I was very impressed with Daniel Dubois, man. He deserves his title shot. And I feel like, you know, we got to be on by. If that doesn't happen, we should be very disappointed as a boxing community, because that's not right, man. It was already said that AJ was going to fight the winner of Hrgovic and Dubois. I should say it was highly anticipated that it was going to be Philip Hrgovic, and it wasn't. So now all of a sudden things are up in the air. Come on, man. Let's go. We need that all British showdown. Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. We cannot let Anthony Joshua go another 10 years without fighting another countryman who's on the rise and who's a serious contender or a championship level fighter, again, like he did Tyson Fury. Whatever reason, whatever side you want to take, the fact remains that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua were prospects together, up and comers together, contenders together, champions together in the same division from the same country, and they didn't fight. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is wild. So we can't let that happen again. You know, Tyson Fury's already tied up. He's tied up with Usyk. You know, I mean, now I will say this. He could fight Zhang. That makes sense too. You know, and Zhang is a little older, so he's 40 or 41. So I guess, to be fair, that the time frame to fight Zhang is a little bit, the window is a little smaller than it is to fight Dubois, because Dubois is very young. He's 26, and he's looking very impressive. So if you want to push that off a little bit, yeah, you could say that. But like I said, honor your word, man. Y'all said that there's gonna be the winner of Philip Hrgovic and Dubois will get AJ. So Dubois won, so give him AJ. And then also, not to mention, Zhang, there's other routes for him to take too. He doesn't have to fight AJ right now. That'd be a dope fight. I'd like to see it. But Zhang could also fight. He could avenge his loss against Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker has been, relative to the other heavyweights, he's been inactive, right? He's been the least active, and he beat Zhang and he beat Wilder, the last two who just fought. So I think Joseph Parker, that makes the most sense. Go avenge that loss, you know, for Zhang. Zhang was his last fight. Now Joseph Parker doesn't want to fight that. I'm cool with that, because Joseph Parker, he put on a hell of a performance. He won by majority decision. He overcame 2 knockdowns. That was Joseph Parker's most impressive win, in my opinion. So if Joseph Parker himself doesn't want to fight Zhang again, I'm cool with that. You know, but if Joseph Parker's game, which I think he will be, seems like it is, let Zhang and Joseph Parker happen, and let Dubois AJ happen, man. Supporter in the building. What up, bro? Turkey wants the Bivol versus Beterbiev winner to fight Benavidez or Jay, but that's 25 pounds. Might be too much of the fight. Yeah. We know that. Yeah, Turkey said that. He said that a little minute ago. He wants Bivol to fight the Beterbiev. He even said now, if Beterbiev can't make it, you know, that he wants Bivol to fight Jay Opetaia and David Benavidez. If David Benavidez beats Vozik, he said that after Bivol beats Anand. So we know that. But I think Usyk, if Usyk goes down to cruiserweight, then I think Benavidez and Bivol may make sense. But I don't think Jay Opetaia makes sense for Bivol. Bivol's not saying he can't do it. If he could do it, yeah, do it. But Bivol's not a particularly big light heavyweight, in my opinion. So. But I think Bivol would beat Jay Opetaia. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a water. Joshua better not run. I'm telling you, bro. You better go fight Dubois. But you gonna try, you know, it's typical AJ, but I like AJ, but he likes to age people out now. Come on, we gonna keep it funky right here or no? Joshua likes to age people out, man. We know this. Joshua likes to age people out, and I wouldn't doubt that he's gonna try to do the same thing potentially against he's gonna potentially do the same thing against Dubois. You know, but I will say this in his defense on this one. You know, I'm a critic of Anthony Joshua, but in his defense, it kind of makes more sense to fight Zhang, because, like I said, Zhang is older, and you know, he's 41, and you know, the window to fight him is a little smaller. Abel on Pro Box TV, they have some fights going on right now. Abel Gonzalez just beat somebody. I just pulled it up now, so I haven't been watching, but Yeah, Broner and Blair the Flair Cobbs fight this Friday. I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna talk about that later though. Next up, I also want to talk about. Did you know? So for August 3rd, that card with Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. Those of you that may or may not know, I dropped a video on it, but unfortunately, what's my boy's name? Tim Tszyu had to pull out against Virgil Ortiz. But they found a replacement, not for Virgil Ortiz, just a replacement for the fight in its entirety. So there'll be no more Tim Tszyu or Virgil Ortiz, and he has been replaced with Martin Bakole versus dang, who is he fighting again? I'm tripping. Jared Big Baby Anderson. So Jared Big Baby Anderson, you know Turk, Big Turk, man. He like the big fighters. Big Turk like the big heavyweight. So he got Jared Big Baby Anderson going against Martin Bakole. I like this fight. You know, I'm another one who I'm very hard on Jared Big Baby Anderson. I'm not a believer yet. You know, he just hasn't given me anything to believe in. I don't think he's gonna take up the mantle as the next American heavyweight like Deontay Wilder. He has to show me, but I think this is a good test. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's definitely a good test, man. So I'm excited for this fight. Against for Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Martin Bakole. I think this will be a good one. It's August 3rd, so that card is looking fire. So we know we have Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov in LA August 3rd for a title at 154. We got Isak Pitbull Cruz, who's a title holder at 140, versus Jose Rayo Valenzuela. I have Isak all day. You know what I'm talking about. And then what else we got? Now we know we got Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Martin Bakole. That's gonna be a good one. We have somebody else on there. We have Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. Now, Antonio Moran is a good contender. I think Andy Cruz should win. It's a good test for him. And then there's another fight too. I can't remember the other one. Is it David Morrell versus Hot Rod? Yeah, David Morrell versus Hot Rod. That's going to be a good one too. David Morrell's tested himself at light heavyweight, similar to David Benavidez versus Alexander Vaznik. Man, David Morrell on David Benavidez heels now. Everybody talking about David Benavidez while on Cinnamon on Canelo. David Morrell is on David Benavidez heels. You know what I'm talking about? He wants El Monstro. I don't know if he's ready. I personally have David Benavidez beating David Morrell. It's so funny because everybody that's chasing everybody, I got the person that's being chased. You keep nipping at his heels. I got David Benavidez against David Morrell. He's just more proven. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer in proof. David Morrell has all the tools. He looks good, but he only has 10 fights. So I'm a big believer of what I have seen. While you look like you have the tools, I'm a firm believer in those that are proven. I think David Benavidez beats David Morrell, but I also think Canelo beats David Benavidez. And just like I think Bud beats Boots. So all the people that are nipping at people's heels, I think you better be careful what you ask for, cause it might be your ass. Smoochie in the building. What up, Smoochie? Let's get right. Big Smooch in the building. What's popping with your queen? That should be interesting. Bro, it should be interesting. This is a good test because Bakole gonna fight. He ain't gonna come into like Riyad Marai or Mary. That shit was so terrible, man. Riyad Marai, whatever, Jared Anderson's last opponent, man, he was just out there like a heavy bag, man. I didn't like that performance at all, man. He did not help his stock. I'm no disrespect to him, but I wouldn't want to see him in the ring again. So if he retires, maybe that was his big money fight. And he has other business ventures because I don't think there'll be any demand to see him fight again. To be honest, that was a stinker. And Big Baby Anderson didn't look good either, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a believer in him because how do you not look good against Marai? The dude didn't fight. Me and him threw the same amount of punches, and I wasn't fighting. You know what I'm talking about? Only one of us were in the ring. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a believer of Jared Big Baby Anderson, but we'll see, man. Who I really want to see Jared Big Baby Anderson against, I want to see him against Ajit Caballel. Because Ajit is legit. I think Caballel. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Or even Frank Sanchez, but I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm going to be honest, man. Outside of Tyson Fury, outside of Usyk, outside of Anthony Joshua, I don't see nobody beating Ajit Caballel, bro. And I mean that. I'm talking about from Dubois. I'm talking about Filip Hrgović. I'm talking about whatever heavyweight you want to talk about, bro. Outside of Usyk, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua, I don't see any heavyweight right now beating Ajit Caballel, bro. That's how much of a believer I am of him. And be honest with you, I don't really see too many people beating Frank Sanchez. I think Frank Sanchez is still a monster. I just think Ajit Caballel stylistically was a bad fight for Frank Sanchez because either Frank Sanchez was going to knock him out early with his superior boxing skills because we all know he has that, no doubt. Or Ajit Caballel was going to wear him down, and I thought that Ajit Caballel was going to wear him down. I thought the latter, and that's what proved to be correct. So I like Ajit Caballel a lot. This fool said he got bodies at the press conference. Speaking facts. Appreciate James in the building, my guy. Illuminati in the building. This fool said he got bodies at the press conference. Who said that? Jared Anderson got beat up by Charles Martin. Facts. 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 That's a fact. He got straight beat up by Charles Martin.
Yeah.
Wilder should fight Jared Anderson. He said he not retired, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, Illuminati. If Wilder does not retire, bro, I'm not watching his next fight. Adrian Broder said he get Adrian Broder Wilder. I meant to watch that too. Kendrick told me about it, but I didn't watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I pulled it up and then I started doing something that I fell asleep. Yeah, I meant to watch it, but Adrian Broder Wilder. You know AB is wild. I'm gonna be honest, Illuminati. I got Blair. I got Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. I got the nature boy, man. We gonna call him the nature boy, man. I got the nature boy, bro. I'm rooting for AB, but I'm sorry. I'm not. I just don't think he got it, man. I think Blair's gonna win, man. You know, he did look crazy against Alexis Rocha, who had him, you know, but that's his only loss, you know. And but I will say AB never been knocked out, but AB's not at the top right now. And I think, you know, when someone goes through something as far as like mental health issues, and you know, he said he was drinking a lot and being depressed and he didn't want to fight anymore. Sometimes, man, you can get hit and it'll remind you why you want to stop fighting, you know. And I don't know, you know. I'm gonna lean towards an active fighter. Not saying that Blair has been too active. I think he's been a year out the ring. I think he's been a year removed out the ring, but you know, at least he's still. I never heard him say that he doesn't want to fight anymore. I think that's important, you know. I'm going with Blair the Flair Cobbs. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, though. Yeah, I think he's been out the ring for almost a year and a half or maybe 2 years. I'm not sure. But Adrian Broner, I don't know. You got Blair? Yeah, I got Blair. Who's a favorite? I don't know. Hey, that's a good... I'm going to tell you right now, it's a good damn question. But I'm gonna get back to that, though. I want to cover one more topic before we get back to that. Because I don't want to forget. Because I know no one's... If I don't talk about this topic before we get into the other stuff, other topics we can talk about around the boxing world, I want to forget. So before I get to that, like I told my boy Kendrick, I want to also talk about Jack Catterall, man. So remember the other day, I think it was myself and Smoochie, we were talking about, yeah, there's a fight on Pro Box right now, Smoochie, yep, on Pro Box. We were talking about Jack Catterall and Regis Prograis potentially. So now they have come out and said his team, you know, Eddie Hearn and them said that they want Jack Catterall to fight Regis Prograis or Arnold Barboza. I'm so sick of, no disrespect to Arnold Barboza. You know I love the fighters, but I'm so sick of Arnold Barboza, bro. He got to be the most mediocre, like, bro, he got to be the most mediocre joker out there, bro. Like, he has no versatility with his game. Oh, shit, Illuminati. Blair the Flair Cobbs is the favorite. Blair is a favorite, bro.
Me blood clot.
Blair is negative 155. Adrian Broder's plus 130. I ain't gonna lie, I might put money on AB. I might put my money on AB, bro. I might put my money on AB. I still think Blair the Flair's gonna win. But if he's the favorite, I think it's worth it to take a little risk and put it on AB. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. It makes sense, Kendrick. It makes sense. I'm not mad at that. That makes sense. Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. It makes sense, bro. It makes sense. That's a fact. I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised. I figured Cobb is a favorite. Well, you figured right, Smoochie. That's why I keep the boxing aficionados around me. Sydney gang in the building. All right, so let me talk about this. So Jack Catterall is supposed to be fighting Regis Prograis or Arnold Barboza. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you right now off the gate. I got Jack beating both of them. I would be more interested in Jack versus Regis Prograis. Like I said, Arnold Barboza, he's very one-dimensional. He walks forward. Either he's going to out-tough you or he's going to lose, you know. And that's the thing. He might not lose because the judges might rob you. Because Sean McComb, I believe was his last opponent's name, they robbed the shit out of Sean McComb. It's just because there's no uproar because Sean McComb isn't a big fighter, but he's a fighter out of Scotland, and they did that man dirty, man. Sean McComb picked Arnold Barboza apart, bro. That was on the undercard of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. That was wrong, man. Sean McComb won that fight. He won convincingly. Was not even close. And you know what I say, chat? I always say there's 3 overused terms in boxing: ducking, casual, and robbery. However, that was a robbery. They robbed the hell out of Sean McComb, man. My heart goes out to him because that sucks, man. He definitely won that fight. He had a better game plan. He executed better, counter-punched him to death, jabbed him to death. You know what I'm saying? He had the better range. He was better, bro. That was the last robbery. That was probably the last robbery I seen. You know, I do think Ray Ford should have beat Nick Ball, but a robbery might be a little much because it was a close fight. But I thought Ray Ford won convincingly. But Sean McComb losing to Arnold Barbosa was definitely a robbery. And I think Jack Catterall, not only will he not get robbed, but I think he will also outbox him just like Sean McComb did. And I think it's an easy night for Jack Catterall. Now, Regis Prograis is a little unorthodox with his fighting style. You know, he showed you some angles, but he essentially wants to do the same thing as Arnold Barbosa. But I think Regis Prograis is more exciting because he'll sell out more and he'll actually go for it more. So he didn't really do that against Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney had him bamboozled with his range and all that stuff. But I think with somebody that's a little bit more closer to height, same height as him, like Jack Catterall, I think he'll sell out more and bring the fight to him. I do think that he loses still, but I'd rather much see Jack Catterall versus Regis Prograis. My boy City Gates, I should collab with who? BF? I'm not sure. BFT? That was a robbery for sure. Facts, Illuminati. Yo, you should collab with BFTB. BFTB Sport. Okay, BFTB. Yeah, he's big on Haney, right? I'm familiar with him. Not too much. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too familiar with him. But I know because also that's the same guy that the person was coming in talking crazy, 7-Eleven, I think. Yeah, I'm not opposed to collaborating with people, but I will say this though. I'm not with the arguing. Like if you watch my channel, you're part of the channel, Cine Gang. You know, I appreciate you. And Illuminati. Like I don't mind having differing opinions. You know, we could be on various sides of the spectrum. Hell, we're supposed to. That's what good debate is about and boxing discussion is about. However, I'm not with the disrespect. And yeah, I don't take lightly to that, man. I'm not. For lack of a better term, I'm sensitive. I'm not sensitive like I'm gonna be crying, you know what I'm saying, in the corner. I'm a type of sensitive that I'm gonna want to pull up on you. No, that's not a threat. I'm just saying that's how I am. So I'm not with all that rah-rah shit, man. I'm just not. So I prefer to just do my thing and talk boxing. And I could disagree with you. You could disagree with me. We keep it respectful. I don't mind getting disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 50. You know, I take what 50 say. I don't go looking for problems, but if a bitch say they got some problems, I say no problem. You know, and I don't want to get taken there because I think boxing, you can enjoy boxing, and we can celebrate boxing and not get disrespectful just because you like X boxer more than I like Y boxer. You know, and I'm not saying that's what this channel is, but I know there are a lot of channels like that. So I like to just rather just stay in my own lane. And he was charged 7-Eleven in the building. I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm saying I don't know, and I don't be trying to. I like same with Sidney Gang as he said with Showbiz. It said that how his stance on Ryan Garcia. I'm not knocking that. You know, it is what it is. I'm not here to knock anybody's channel. I don't know BFTB like that. I have seen his channel before, and I know he's a big on Haney. And I've seen something. I don't know if it's from his channel or it's a clip or something with him and somebody going back and forth. And I ain't got time for calling anybody all these fuck boys and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not saying it to brag and not saying anything. I don't. But there's certain words that could get you messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be too many fuck niggas before I be wanting to pull up on them. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me, Illuminati? I ain't gonna be too many fuck niggas before I want to pull up on somebody. You know what I'm talking about? That's just me, you know. I'm not saying I would do that, and I'm not saying it's right, but it is what it is. But I can only be so many bitches and so many hoes and so many fuck niggas and so many fuck boys before I would want to put hands on you. That's just what it is. So I'm not interested in collaborating with anybody or any channel that is predicated off of violent words with no actions. I'm not, once again, I'm reemphasize, I'm not saying that's what his channel is. I'm not saying that's what his channel is not. I'm just saying that's what I try to keep myself away from. Rio Shimada, what's good? The big day tomorrow? Yeah, man. We got the big day, Kengan Ashura versus Baki, right? I don't like when people say that about DATB, but it's true, though. Shaking my head. Yeah. So, shout out to Illuminati, man. Like I said, I like mature individuals, man. I love boxing. We can talk about boxing. Illuminati can disagree. I can disagree. I can disagree with Robert. I can disagree with 7-Eleven, Kendrick. But we could all keep it, you know what I'm saying? We can keep it kosher, man. You know, like, That makes good debate. You know, I don't want to talk with somebody that agrees with everything I have to say, but I'm not trying to butcher somebody and pound my ideas into them either. Like, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be logical with my reasoning because I'm a thoughtful person and I do my due diligence. So I'm gonna give you good reasons, but I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you should like Canelo more than you like David Benavidez just because I do, or you should think they win. I don't know. You give me your thoughts. Me and Kendrick disagree all the time, but I respect his opinions because I know that he likes boxing and he's not just coming off of it because he's not just getting off his point because he likes this fighter more than this fighter. No, he put thought behind it, and I respect that. So, yeah, we ain't gotta agree, but we ain't gotta, you know, peace sensitive in the South Florida. Thank you. Hey, Kendrick know exactly what I'm talking about. You heard me. Yeah, Kendrick, he is sensitive in the South Florida sense.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, I'm not sensitive like I'm gonna cry about it. I'm sensitive about you gotta show me about it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like, yeah, BFB Wild don't catch. Yeah, I'm not with that. Devin tested positive for shitty. Robert in the building. What's good, brother? Yeah, so that's what it is. I can't be too many of those before I wanna. Smoochie said, who is BFTB? I know he's a content creator in boxing, man. You know, I respect, you know, shout out to all their channels. You know, everybody that does this boxing stuff, man. But growing in boxing, I respect you because it's tough. But that don't mean I got to agree with your methods or I got to subscribe to your methods, you know what I'm saying, of growth. You know, so I won't say anything bad about anybody unless they come at me or they initiate it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in here for that. I'm here to give all my thoughts and have established fellowship with the brothers and sisters that like boxing like I do, with a common interest. I'm not here to be divisive. I'm not here to be demeaning or degrading. For what? That's not what I got this. I'm on here for. I'm not saying that won't happen, and God forbid it happens. But I know people be wilding. If I see someone say something crazy to me, you see my comments. I like to respond. I can't help it. Sometimes I be praying on the chat. I be like, please, Lord, help me not to respond to some of these goofies. But you know, that's just in me. You know, I ain't never been no punk or no pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's just not. You know, my mama ain't raised that, so I'm gonna react. You know, and I'm gonna give rebuttals. But at the same time, I'm gonna, if I can avoid it, I'm not looking for it. You know, I'm not looking for it. This dude had to bring up Clark. Best friends, touch boot. Hey, yo, what we doing? Hey, yo, what we doing? Well, you damn sure don't agree on Devin and Connolly. That's crazy. He said Connolly Clark. Yeah, you trying to... Karen Clark is... Nah, bro. Y'all gonna stop, man. It's too damn early, bro. We ain't been streaming for nothing but damn 30 minutes now. Come on, bro. Chill on Caitlyn, man. Y'all better chill on Caitlyn, man. We about to give out some... Smoochie, you ready? We about to kick some people out the chat. Smoochie, you ready? Where my mods at? Y'all ready? We about to get some people up out of here. Y'all better stop it. Clark overrated, Albert. Come on now. Like Boots is crazy. Hey, Dub, don't you start, Dub. Don't you start, Dub. Dub in the building. Okay, there you go. There goes Smoochie. She locked and loaded. That's what I'm talking about. She locked and loaded. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing.
All right.
Keep playing.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Keep playing. Smoochie right there. Yes. Yes. Got the silencer on the strap too. You may not even see it or hear it coming. You know what I'm talking about? Got the young jock with it. You might hear it coming. It's gonna be too late. By the time you hear it, you dead. It's in your head. You said I'm just playing. All right. But yeah, so but yeah, man. So I think, but yeah, I'm not against collaborating though, Cine Gang. Like I said, I'm not here to knock anybody. I'm not against collaborating, but I would like to, you know, do my research on the person that I collaborate with because I'm not here to be, you know, there's a time and place for everything. We can always discuss, you know, but it should be. I'm not here to embarrass anybody, dog. Like that's not. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of like when you're in a relationship, right? You know, my advisor, I always admired one of my advisor's relationships with his wife. I was like, man, you know me, I'm a little bit hot-headed too. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was in my relationship. I was like, man, you know me and my girl, we argue a lot. I was like, man, you and Paulina, or you and your wife, you never argue. He was like, man, you know what? It's because, you know what, Doc, is because, you know, we do get in arguments. So I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He said, I can't imagine y'all argue. He said, yeah, you know why? Because when we argue is not to prove that we're right. We argue to get better. You know what I'm saying? We have a disagreement and I'm showing you that this is the right way. If I'm showing her that this is the right way, it's because I want us to get better. Or she's showing me it's the right way, it's because I want her to get, because she wants me to get better, not because I'm trying to prove that I'm right and she's wrong. And a lot of times people argue, especially debating, you know, it's not that you get lost in trying to show somebody your thought process or what you believe. You get caught up in just trying to embarrass or prove the other person wrong or show that they're stupid. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens, and I've been part of those a lot. You know, I'm guilty of that too, but that should never be the goal. Doctor, you married? Am I married? No. That was my girlfriend. My advisor was married. You know, my advisor is married to his wife, and you know, I've been in a long-term relationship, but I ain't never. Yeah, Connell and Clark is crazy. CJ in the building. She said, leave Boots out of this. Yeah, you know, she don't play by Boots. She don't care about Caitlin Clark, but Boots? But speaking of Boots, man, y'all know Boots' fight got canceled, Smoochie. I just dropped a video on it. Man, I ain't gonna lie, your heart has to go out. I don't care if you like Jerron Boots Ennis or not. Your heart got to go out to him. I think Boots will lose to Bud. And like I said, I'm not on the bandwagon. I ain't gonna lie. I think while I do agree with Smoochie, I think Boots looks phenomenal. I think he looks great. But once again, I'm a firm believer of you having to prove it. Boots it's just the truth. He hasn't fought anybody good. So by default, he cannot look good against good competition because he hasn't had good competition. But as far as all the ingredients, he has the ingredients for the recipe of a pound for pound top fighter. He definitely does. But I'm just not a believer until I see it done against other good or great fighters. Like every fighter that I think is great, they have either a champion or they have looked great or good against great or good opponents, or both. Either one of the two or both. You know, and the reality is Boots didn't beat anybody for his title. It's not his fault, but he didn't beat anybody for his title. He hasn't fought anybody good. Even if he would have fought Cody Crowley, who just had to pull out due to an eye surgery, right? His eye not being fully recovered, and he failed the eye exam, the pre-fight eye exam to clear him. He wasn't clear for the fight. But even if he fought Cody Crowley is mandatory, and I salute Boots for fighting that. However, nobody really knows Cody Crowley. You feel me? So, you know, now Boots fights Danny Onis and he looks good. I'm convinced. If he fights Barrios and he looks good, I'm convinced. If he fights, even if he fights Conor Benn, I don't want him to fight Conor Benn because Conor Benn's a cheater and he got his steroid shit that he got going on. You know what I'm talking about? But if he fought Conor Benn, it look good. Not saying Conor Benn is necessarily good, but we know Conor Benn would probably be his best opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's undefeated and he'll probably be his best opponent on paper. If he beats Conor Benn and looks good, I'm convinced. But until then, you know, I'm just not convinced yet. But I'm not convinced, but I believe he is good. I just think he's waiting for that opponent to shine and demonstrate his skills and showcase his skills. I love Boots, but I got sense to know he's not beating Bud. Facts, but yeah, I don't think he beat Bud either. I ain't gonna hold you. I think he should fight Ben. That's Kendrick, but you know, Ben just got suspended again. He just got suspended again. They upheld the ruling on his suspension. He challenged it, but they upheld his ruling. Now, I will say this though, Kendrick. I don't know. Maybe he could fight in the U.S. Let me look it up. I don't know if he's suspended in the U.S. as well, because you know some suspensions are region specific, nation specific. You know what I'm talking about? So, I'm not sure, but I know that his suspension was upheld. So it could just be in England. I'm not sure. But as far as I'm concerned, you suspended in England, bitch. You suspended in Mexico. You suspended in the United States. You suspended in Nigeria. You suspended in gosh dang Guatemala. I don't get Galapagos Islands. I don't care if you suspended one place. You should be suspended everywhere. What the hell? So he's suspended. But I would say Boots as well. I mean, I would say Conor Benn as well. Boots does have skills. Don't get me. Yeah, he has skills. Facts. No one's denying his skills. We just wanted to be proven. You know what I'm saying? We just want proof. We just want proof. This fool got suspended. Yeah. Well, not suspended again. They upheld. So they upheld. He. What's the word? What's the word when you challenge something? Not petition, but like an official challenge with the courts. Appeal. So he appealed it. He appealed it, but his appeal was denied, and they upheld his punishment. So it's not that he got caught again for a separate occasion. It's not a separate occasion. He should fight Speedy. Smoochie, I still don't get. I don't think he would beat Bud because he has too much experience. Yeah, no, Smoochie said she don't think he will either. If Bud keeps boxing past his pride. But yeah, facts. I just don't think he's ready now. If I ain't gonna lie, I would give Boots credit if he beats Blair Cobbs, for real. But he said Cobbs ain't on his own. And that's the thing I don't like about Boots. That's what I don't like about Boots. You know, like I told y'all, I saw an interview with Bozy Ennis, who is Boots' father and trainer, for those of you unfamiliar. They asked him about Conor Benn, and he said that Conor Benn does nothing for us. I said, huh? He said, Conor Benn does nothing for us. He reiterated it. I said, what? What do you mean he does nothing for you? Conor Benn is arguably the best fighter that you fought on Boots' record. Does he do anything for you, like elevate you to another stratosphere of skills? No, but it's just it's you proving yourself. It's you proving yourself, bro. It's on the path of it's progression as far as notable opponents. Why wouldn't you want to fight Conor Benn? Conor Benn has a nation behind him. Are you crazy? It's gonna build your renown. And what is his weakest department? It's not Boots' weakest department. Is not his boxing skills. We believe he has that. It's not his willingness to fight. We believe that he wants to fight. It's his renown or lack of renown. This is popularity. Conor Benn has a country behind him in England. You should want to fight fighters from England, because if English, you can say whatever you want about England. Boxing is big in England. I just thought that. And then he also said, you're right. And who said that? Illuminati also said he doesn't want to fight. He said he doesn't need to fight. Who was the other name I just read? Yeah, he said Blair Cobbs is not on his level. I agree, Blair Cobbs is not on your level, but it's one thing to say it and to show it. Devin Haney, like I said, I don't like using this example because Ryan Garcia was cheating, but Devin Haney swore up and down that Ryan Garcia wasn't on his level, and we saw what the freak happened there. Granted, we were going counter because the PEDs, you know what I'm talking about? But however, according to Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia wasn't on his level, right? According to Tyson Fury, Usyk was just a little man, right? He was a little man. We see what the little man did, you know what I'm talking about? Little man delivered a big ass whooping, especially in that 9th round, you see what I'm saying? So you could say he's not on your level. Yes, that sounds good. We need to see it. That's all I'm asking of Boots. I don't doubt Boots because I don't think he doesn't pass the eye test. Yes, he passed the eye. I believe that he has everything. But it's one thing for me to think that you have all the tools, and for you to demonstrate that you have all the tools. Errol Spence demonstrated he had all the tools when he beat Sean Porter, when he beat Kell Brook, when he beat Danny Garcia, when he beat Yordenis Ugas coming off a car accident, beating Ugas and Danny Swift Garcia. He showed that. He demonstrated that when he beat Lamont Peterson. Terrence Crawford demonstrated that he had the goods when he beat Errol Spence, when he beat Sean Porter, when he beat, I think David Avenija is a good fighter, but you can argue, let me not use him, when he beat Victor Postol, when he beat Yuriorkis Gamboa. Who can we say for Boots? Not a damn thing, not none a person. Roy Manvilla, we think he's good, but I mean, he all right. No disrespect, but I just can't give Boots credit for Roman V. Exactly. I'm sorry, I honestly would have gave him more credit for being speedy, right? Yeah, like supporters say, need to fight Speedy, right? CJ Babs at 7. Ooh, I got Mavs. I got Mavs as well. I don't know who's gonna win though. I ain't putting no money on that. My money on Danny for sure. Illuminati, I don't think Boots beats Danny. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, Illuminati. I don't know who wins. I would lean towards Boots in that fight, but that'd be another one. If Boots fight Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia. But I will say that I saw an interview. I don't know if y'all saw it, and I'm not saying Danny Garcia ducking him. But he's been known to duck a little bit, you know what I'm talking about? He's been ducking Boyd a little bit. He's been ducking Terrence Crawford a little bit. Multiple division ducks. How you duck across divisions is crazy. And I like Danny Swift Garcia, but he definitely ain't want no smoke with Bud. At 140 or 147. But I saw an interview recently where, they both from Philly, right? Danny Garcia and Boots from Philly. And Danny Garcia was like, they asked him about fighting Boots. And he was like, we're both from Philly, man. He could go get his own. He could go carve out his own path. I earned my spot, and I'm going for other things. So to me, I'm not saying he's ducking because I'm a firm believer too that just because you're a veteran, you don't have to fight the up and comers. I don't think you have to. But the vibes was kind of given like if I thought I could beat him, I'd fight him type shit. So I don't think Danny Garcia want them problems, to be honest. I'm not saying that he wouldn't beat him. I think it would be a good fight, but I would lean towards Bruce just off of the body language that he was giving in that interview. And I'm not saying he was ducking him because, like I said, I don't like using the word duck too much, but I will use the word duck in regards to two, maybe three fighters. I think Anthony Joshua was ducking Wilder. If you want to say Anthony Joshua didn't duck Wilder, Okay, well then he definitely ducked Tyson Fury. If you want to say he didn't duck Tyson Fury, he definitely ducked Wilder. He ducked one of the two, if not both of them. It's not a coincidence that he didn't fight Tyson Fury, who's from the same country, the same division. It's not a coincidence that he also did fight Wilder, yet they fought each other. So whatever, if it has nothing to do with me liking or disliking Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a common denominator. He also did fight Louis King Ortiz. You want to throw him in there? So he's a common denominator on 3 fights at the heavyweight division not happening. So I think it's pretty safe to say that he gosh dang ducked. That's number one. Anthony Joshua, I don't have a problem saying he's ducking, and I don't have a problem saying Keith Thurman ducked Errol Spence. Errol Spence wanted that boy for 2 years. Keith Thurman had many of injuries in those 2. Keith one time, he ducked more than one time. You know what I'm talking about? If he was named one time for ducking, his name be about 4-5 times. Keith 5-time Thurman is how many times he ducked Errol Spence. That's a fact. And then Danny Garcia, I will feel comfortable saying Danny Garcia ducked Terrence Crawford. But those are like, I mean, there's probably some other ones that I could think about and say, but not too many, you know. But I would say those 3. He didn't duck. He said he sidestepped the hell out of him. Hey, catcher, he sidestepped the hell out of him. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Danny ducked Bud's right. DSG, Danny Swift Garcia knows what to sit his ass down right. Yeah, I don't think he want that boots pressure. He might get the boot fucking with boots. If he would be honest, Danny Garcia would probably be one of the few fighters right now that would get credit for beating boots because Errol and Bud definitely wouldn't. I agree. But I ain't gonna lie though, Bud better get credit. But that's the thing, CJ, and that's the thing when people say this. So you're absolutely, I agree with you 1,000% wholeheartedly, right? That's the thing. Hernandez and Scram are fighting in the 6th round. I'm watching it, but I'm not commentating it. I'm not gonna lie. I be wanting to commentate pro box, but I feel like y'all be wanting me to talk more, and I like talking more. There was a time when I was trying to commentate. Y'all let me know. I should do a poll. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to provide commentary on Wednesday night fights, or just talk about it and we talk about other topics. Or you want me to focus solely on commentating? I'll do whatever because I watch the fights anyway. But I agree with you, CJ. I think that people undervalue what that means. What you just said. What you just said is very important, bro. If Bud, like we just said, Boots is not really proven. So if Bud beats Boots, you know what people gonna say? I'm gonna say it. Hell, I'm gonna say we knew Boots wasn't ready for Bud. We're gonna say we knew Boots wasn't ready for Bud. We knew Boots ain't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now the guy that we think could beat Bud, all these goofies are saying Bud needs to fight Boots. What? All they're gonna say when Bud beats him, oh well, I was fooled. He was a fraud. Tim Bradley, I like Tim Bradley too. Tim Bradley just called Philip Hergovich a fraud for losing to Daniel Dubois. He called him a fraud. So what do you think they're gonna say if Bud beats Boots? And Tim Bradley is an expert. Tim Bradley is a hell of a boxing mind, Hall of Famer. Enough respect to Tim Bradley. But I'm just telling you that people will do that. So when Dubois beat Hergovich, it wasn't that Dubois was great. Some people said Dubois was great. I was very impressed with Dubois. I thought he had the performance of the night. And some other people were. But a lot of people also said that, oh, Hergovich just isn't who we thought he was. Right? So when you say that somebody's not who you thought they were, then that naturally, whether you intentionally did it or not, that's naturally going to diminish the credit that we should be giving Dubois. So the same thing. If Bud beats Boots, we just go say, oh, well, Boots was just overhyped, overrated. He wasn't who we thought he was. And that's going to diminish the credit that Bud should receive. Hey, appreciate that sub. Got LeBron right there. Let's go. Who resub? Yo, Brad, what's good, man? Let me get some sub love for the club. Appreciate that resub. So yeah, and to lesser, before y'all jump on my head top, to lesser extent, you could almost, not quite, you could almost say the same. Oh my gosh, he's dead. Bumbleclot. Bro, are y'all watching Pro Box? Nah. Bro, there's a sniper in the building. That was crazy. Nah, I like, but bro. It was one of the. It was y'all remember Amir Khan and Canelo? Remember when Canelo hit Amir Khan? I believe it was a left hook, and Amir Khan was swinging and went to sleep. It was one of them. He caught him mid swing. Bow! Oh boy! Yeah, that was he collapsed. Oh my gosh, he didn't even brace himself for nothing. Yeah, that was terrible. But he got yo. Hopefully he's okay before I lie. Hopefully he's okay. God bless him. Yeah, he definitely got shot. He definitely got shot. I'm talking about with a 50 cal. That wasn't no little heat neither. That was a big heat. I'm talking about that shit drop elephants. That was a 50 cal. Big boy heat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's what, bro. Boxers deserve every penny they get. Every penny. Bro, had him face down, butt up. Yeah, Hernandez. Oh my gosh. In terms of getting fights prematurely, was Broner giving the Maidana fight to? I think so. Well, Smoochie, I'm gonna say, so let me finish my thought and I'll get back to you, Smoochie. So my thought with the Benavidez is that Benavidez, Canelo won't get shit on for losing to him too much, but can you not understand how Canelo says Benavidez does nothing to his legacy? I hate when people try to counter this argument. There's no way, shape, or form, or fashion that Canelo needs Benavidez for his legacy. Now, it's a better fight than Bud and Boots because Benavidez has been the mandatory for so long, and Benavidez has beat good fighters. He has beaten good fighters. So that makes more sense to me than Bud versus Boots. However, Canelo doesn't earn much from beating Benavidez, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But to be fair, I don't think he loses much on his legacy either, but I think he loses more than he gains. However, I want to see that fight, though, because I think it's a great fight. I think Canelo wins, but I definitely want to see that fight. But when people say that it hurts Canelo's legacy, no one's going to remember that, bro. The only way they'll remember it is if Benavidez, who I think is capable, if Benavidez goes on to have an outstanding career, people may be like, oh, yeah, man, Canelo, who's an all-time great, didn't want to fight him. I'll say that, but they might say that as a side note, but no one's going to focus on that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like an up-and-comer in Errol Spence. Granted, like I said, Dave Benavidez has more inertia behind him, you know, when it comes to wanting to fight Canelo because he has proven himself. But at the time, you know, people were saying, oh, Floyd needs to fight Spence. People are going to remember he didn't fight Spence. He didn't fight Keith Thurman. People are going to remember that. No, the hell they're not. Nobody with common sense is going to hold Paul Williams against Floyd. No one's going to hold Errol Spence against Floyd, Keith Thurman against Floyd. People say they want to fight Triple G. No one in their right mind is going to hold Triple G against Floyd. Stop it, bro. No one's going to remember that shit, man. Stop it. Now let me get to Smoochie. He had that Pac-Man pose. Juan Manuel Marquez did the Pac-Man. Oh boy. Damn, he looked worse than Juan. Hey, Dub. Hey, don't. It's too soon, brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's too damn soon. You leave Wilder out of this. We don't even know if he's retiring yet. That's too damn soon. You thought I wasn't gonna see that shit? Yeah, I seen it. I'm about to tell Smoochie to clip up. She about to give a lot of 600s out. I'm telling you. He thought I wasn't gonna see that shit. You better leave Wilder out that. In terms of getting fights prematurely, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say it's prematurely, Smoochie, because I'm gonna say this. Because at the time, Marcos Maidana, if I'm not mistaken, let me look it up before I talk. Let me see when he fought. Because I believe he beat Amir Khan, right? Or was Amir Khan? No, I mean, sorry. He lost. Sorry. Maidana lost with that body shot. Amir Khan beat Maidana. He already lost to Amir Khan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he lost to Amir Khan a while before, like 2 or 3 years prior to that. And then he also lost to Devin Alexander. And remember at that time, Devin Alexander, it was Devin Alexander, Adrian Broner, Tim Bradley. Those guys were kind of, you know, on top somewhat together. He lost to Devin Alexander, and then he was on like a 3-fight streak. Oh, no, yeah, 3-fight streak. He just beat Josecito Lopez before Adrian Broner. So I'm not going to say it was premature. I just think that people didn't know that Marcos Maidana was like that. So I think it was a miscalculation. Because Marcos Maidana was like that. So I don't think it was too premature, because if I'm not mistaken, Adrian Broner, he just beat Paulie Malignaggi. And so Adrian Broner was on the up and up, but you know, Adrian Broner was also rapping. You know, Adrian Broner was also thinking that he was somewhere where he wasn't quite yet established. You know, Adrian Broner is always a good fighter, but I thought he had his gift of gab was better than his gifts in the ring. You know, and so a lot of people try to follow or emulate Floyd Mayweather. and they forget that Floyd was running home at 4 o'clock in the morning from the club just to stay in shape. Floyd never got out of shape. He's one of the few fighters that are in boxing shape year round. We just saw Errol Spence. Shout out to Errol Spence. Hey, I might have to make a trip down to Pro Box. Hold on now, that girl in the middle. Hold on. I had to go get me a ring, girl. Oh, that gosh dang fake cleavage. Look good though, boy. Look good. Let me stop. But anyway, that I think Floyd. The thing with Floyd is that, or Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner started rapping, you know, had his label About Billions, and Floyd. There's a few fighters that stay in shape year round. Like I think Pacquiao stays in pretty much shape year round, but you know we just saw Errol Spence. Granted, Errol Spence came off of whooping, but you look how big he looked when he walked in the ring with Fundora. You know, some people say he looked like a linebacker. So Floyd was always in shape. You know, I'm just giving you an example of the type of discipline and dedication. Adrian Broner, I don't think Marcos Maidana is premature. I just think he wasn't ready. And I don't think, be honest with you and be fair, no disrespect to AB, I don't think he would have ever been ready for somebody like Marcos Maidana. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Marcos Maidana's mentality is to walk through you and run you down, and you don't have to put him out, or you don't have to fight him. Even Floyd, as good as great of a defensive fighter as Floyd is, there was times in that fight with Maidana and their 2 fights where he had to fight Maidana and keep Maidana up off of him. You know? So I just don't think that. I think Maidana's style is just, I'm not sure Broner ever beats Maidana, to be honest. He asked the doctor where his Apple Jacks are. Now I think about it, Canelo actually has a point. I think people say he ducked because he waited until Benavidez lost the belt. Yeah, facts. Facts, Illuminati, facts. Shooters in the bushes, I'm telling you. Lee Waddle. Yeah, Franklin, talk to him, bro. Maidana like he in the cartel. Facts. Facts. Marcos El Chino Maidana. That's his name, El Chino. They say he like a Chinaman. Wait, Maidana lost to Amir Khan? Yeah. You don't remember that? Yeah, he got dropped by a body shot. He got dropped by a body shot, Illuminati. And that's the thing about a body shot, right? People say Ryan Garcia quit against Tank with the body shot. Maidana ain't quit. Go watch. Just watch the KO. You ain't gotta watch the whole thing. Just watch the KO. My boy was on the ground in the fetal position, kicking his legs up. You kicking them legs, holding your stomach on the ground? Oh, that's real. There ain't no faking. Maidana look like he had the cartel to get a kill like that on 2 weeks' notice is wild. I'm telling you. 2 weeks' notice, yeah. You talking about the dude from Pro Box, right? Yeah. They don't drink or smoke. Yeah, they don't drink or smoke, and they always stay in shape. Terrence Crawford, yeah, man. So he different dedication. Not saying that other fighters aren't dedicated like that. And not saying that you don't deserve to take some time off, you know, and get your mind right and all that stuff. But it's kind of different when you going, you know. I feel like Adrian Broner got caught up in the hype of being Floyd too early, you know. That's just my personal opinion on that. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Please don't forget that like button. I like that. So yeah, it's crazy, man. But somebody want to talk about something else. I don't remember because I'm done with my topics now. Oh no, one more topic. Speaking of Terrence Crawford, I ain't gonna remember y'all. I said that if Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight, which I'm not sure is gonna go down, but if it goes down, I think the smart money's on Canelo, and I said that I'll probably bet on Canelo because I just think he's too big. You know, not big physically because they're about the same height, but I'm talking about like the fact that Canelo's never been hurt. He's been all the way up to light heavyweight twice against Kovalev and Bivol, never knocked out. I just think that he fights bigger fighters, so he'll be able, I don't think Terrence Crawford could effectively hurt him. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna sound crazy. If that fight ever is made, I might bet on Terrence Crawford. It's not because I never thought Terrence Crawford could be. If anybody could beat Canelo and come up as a smaller guy, it's gonna be Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, I always said that. He has the skills to do it. I just don't know if he can do it. But I think I'm going to bet on Terrence Crawford because I had a dream. Like Martin Luther King. where Mexicans and Americans share the same ring. But in my dream, Canelo took a knee. Bro, I couldn't believe it. In my dream, when it happened, I looked like this. And I was like, is that really Canelo? I thought I was watching the right fight. And then after he took a knee, he got up, and Terrence Crawford just punched him in the corner, and the ref stepped in, and then I woke up. And I was like, damn, that shit felt so real, bro. Like, Terrence Crawford, I'm talking about early. made Canelo take a knee. I said, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't really bet against old Cinnamon, man, but I might have to bet on Terrence Crawford in that one, man. I bet on, I'm telling you, I might. What the freak? That's a big old moth. I might have to bet on Bud. I don't know where the dream came from. It just came to me. I thought it was so real. Someone get this. Talk about I had a dream where Mexicans and Americans will share the same ring, but Canelo will go down with his thing. I was like, bro, because I thought Canelo, I still think Canelo, but man, when I have dreams like that out of nowhere, I don't know. It felt like I was watching a replay, like type stuff. Like, that might be a premonition, so I might go with Bud, bro. But that's it. That's all I want to talk about my dream. That's all. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But I think common sense will be Canelo. Cause I think Canelo's just gonna be too big. You know, I think Canelo's gonna be too big, too much. And the fact that, like I said, you'll be hard pressed to find a fight where Canelo was definitively hurt. Not saying he doesn't get popped. Not saying he doesn't get hit hard. But like hurt, like wobbled. You know, the man has 60-something fights, and it's hard, you'll be hard pressed to find a time where he was hurt. And he's been in the ring with all-time greats. He's been in the ring with Hall of Famers. He went from freaking 154, or was he as low as 147 at one point? Maybe. All the way to light heavyweight. And he, like, come on, bro. We see what what just happened to Malik Zanat against Dmitry Bivol. We see what Sergey the Crusher Kovalev does. Granted, he fought Kovalev after he was on the decline, but we still know the power that he's capable of displaying. And you know, punishing power. So the fact that Canelo wasn't, you know what I'm saying, wasn't bothered by that, like, and Triple G, you can't, I don't care what you talking about. Ain't no way Terrence Crawford hit harder than Triple G. But it's not all about just power, right? It's about precision. It's about accuracy. It's also about the accumulation of punches, you know? It's when you deliver the punch as well. So Terrence Crawford could, you know, it could happen. I'm not saying it's outside the realm of possibility, but I would just lean towards Canelo. I will lean towards Canelo. Okay, who's this dude right here, man? They showing the replays. Blast? He has Blast on his shorts. But yeah, are there any other topics? Matter of fact, let me go use the bathroom real quick, man. We gonna run this ad. Shout out to those that are members already. You know what I'm saying? Show some love to the stream, man. The best boxing streaming on the come up, man. Don't forget to like the video. I appreciate that. I'll be right back. Let me go use the bathroom and bring my dogs inside. Yo, it's your boy Doc again. I know you sitting there like, did this Doc just run his own commercial? Yes. Yes, I did. In the middle of the street, we run our own ads. That's what we do right here. So when you see other boxing channels implement the same idea, I don't mind people biting us. But dang, at least give us some credit. So those of you that are rocking with me, you're already a part of the best boxing channel on YouTube.
That's a fact, ain't it? Ain't it? All right, then.
You already caught up. Those that don't know, the rest of the world, they just got to catch up, baby. You know, and they eventually will, you know, because we bring y'all unfiltered, unbiased, raw, and educated and funny boxing takes, man, with accurate information. Can they all say the same? Of course they can. So let's get right to it, man. Why do you want to become a member of this channel? Because we already told you we're the best, but it does come along with perks, you know what I'm saying? First off, you can join at the STREETZ gang prospect level. You know, it's only $2.99. I know times is rough right now, but you can still contribute, you know what I'm saying? And what do you get? You get member shout outs like this. Shout out to my boy Kendrick for being the first Street Gang prospect member, you know what I'm saying? And then we go to the next one, STREETZ Gang contender. That's the second tier of membership level, you know, and it comes in at $4.99, and you get all the perks of the previous tier like this. Shout out to my boy Merle the Legend, who is our first member at the STREETZ Gang contender level. Big salute to him. In addition to that, you get members only polls. You get to be involved in that, and you get to connect with me, your boy, on social media, and you know I follow you back, you know what I'm saying? It's all love for my brothers and sisters out there.
But wait, there's more.
And then if you really want to hold it down for your boy, you can come in with a belt at the STREETZ Gang champion level, man. That's $8.99. That's a lot of love. So you get all the perks of the two previous tiers. We don't have anybody at that tier yet. But then not only that, you get to plug in your own social media to have people follow you. And you get to pick the topic of discussion, because you know our discussions are always fire. You know what I'm saying? Fire. So I appreciate y'all showing love. But this is a show of support. Outside of being a member, you also get shout outs like this. Smoochie in the building. You know what I'm saying? Smoochie be showing love in the super chat. And you get a shout out like this. Spaniard holding it down in the building. You know, because Spaniard be holding it down. And Tyrone James holding it down in the building. Yeah, you might say they corny, but I got to show my boys and my girls, my brothers and sisters, the kings and queens out there to love. So that is an ad. That's it. Y'all holding it down for me. And you get to feed my boys up here. You know, Kimba, Bed, and Flow all in the clouds. We be hungry, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be holding it down for me. So I really appreciate the support. Let's get back to regularly scheduled programming. Peace. I said programming. Programming. Yeah. All right, we back. So they got Lamont Roach is fighting in June 28th on Pro Box. That's gonna be good. I actually thought it was sooner than that. So it's at the end of the month. Excuse me. Yeah, that boy went to sleep though, man. Oh my gosh, it was a replacement too. It's crazy. But yeah, so I covered all the topics that I wanted to discuss today. I don't know if there was anything else that I missed. Somebody want to talk about something else. But yeah, we can talk about the Caitlin Clark, bro. They got to y'all know I rock with Caitlin Clark, but she gotta lock in, man. She ain't looking the best right now. I ain't gonna hold you. And people say, oh, she's not doing that bad. Yeah, she's not doing that bad for an average player, but she's not average. You know what I'm saying? She's #1 pick, and she has to be treated like such. She's not gonna be coddled. You know what I'm saying? So while I do think that people should give her a chance, you know, don't write her off yet, but people can't act like she's definitely not living up to expectations, not yet, you know. And that's what the WNBA players are saying. They're like, hey, this is the big girls. Just like when you go from college to the NBA, you're going with the big boys. So now you're with the big girls now. And they're just making sure that she earns her spot and earns what everybody been saying. Man, ain't nobody picking on Caitlin Clark. You know, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. You know, I think she's gonna be good, but this is part of her journey. You know, Angel Reese just got clocked in her head by Alyssa Thomas, right? Where was the uproar then? So the rookies are getting fouled, especially the ones that be talking a lot. And Caitlin Clark talk a lot of trash. If you watch the games, you see she talking trash on the court. So it is what it is. 1 for 10, 3 points, right? So, and then like they're mad at Kennedy Chaney for hip checking her. That was wrong. But a lot of people are uproar. They don't even watch basketball. You know, like they just watch that clip. If you watch 20 seconds before that clip, if you watch, she gets an assist and she elbows Kennedy Chaney. Hits what's her name, man? What's her name, man? Oh man, what's her name? The teammate, shoot, what's her name right now? I'm trying to think. I can't think of her name, man. The rook, she was the #1 pick. Anyway, so she hits Kennedy Chaney with an elbow after getting the board. Hits Aaliyah Boston with an assist, and she turns around and starts talking trash to Kennedy Chaney. Kennedy Carter. And once Kennedy Carter, the very next play, Kennedy Carter gets loose from Caitlin Clark, who was guarding her, got loose, hit a crossover on the person on the help defender, hit a jumper, hit it, splash, walked up to Caitlin Clark, talked trash back, but she hip checked her. The hip check was wrong. It should have been a technical or a flagrant, but it wasn't anything. Like they act like Caitlin Clark's just frolicking through the woods and she just get hit by random WNBA players. That's not how it go, bro. Watch the whole fight. Watch the whole game. See, I'm talking about boxing fights. Watch the whole game and then give an accurate analysis and depiction of what's going on, what's transpiring. You can't just watch a little bit and act like you know the story. That's crazy, man. They're really tarnishing her legacy like that because I think she's going to overcome. But you keep coddling her. Then it's gonna make her look bad. It's gonna make her look soft. That's gonna put even more pressure on her. And then people try to say, oh yeah, Kennedy Carter, thank you. Yeah, and people try to say, thank you, Illuminati, Kennedy Carter. And people try to say, oh, it's reverse racism. What? You know, people just don't watch. They make it seem like it's just black girls that are giving her pressure. Was it racism? Was it black on black crowds and Alyssa Thomas hit Angel Reese? What about Rebecca Lobo? Rebecca Lobo is a white player. She did fine. Was there racism on her too? Was there reverse racism on Cameron Brink? She's a rookie right now. Then you're not hearing about that. Is there reverse racism on Diana Taurasi? She just dropped 30. She's 41, still balling in the WNBA. What about Sue Bird? She's a 4-time champion with the Seattle Storm. Was there reverse racism on her too? Oh, so it's not really reverse racism Because she's not the first white girl in WNBA. She's just the first white girl that you paid attention to in the WNBA. Matter of fact, Breonna Stewart is a former MVP. Was there reverse racism on her? What about Deladova? People just be talking, man. That's just so frustrating, bro. Caitlin Clark is a beast, and she's gonna be a beast. But you gotta go through these growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Every highly covered and touted rookie gets the same treatment. Lonzo Ball got the same treatment when he came in the NBA, fresh out of college. Pat Beverly and the other guards were giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? When Jeremy Lin blew up with Lin Sanity, the next year other NBA players started giving it to him. That's how it goes. You got to earn your spot. That's all it is. It's just tough love. They're all receiving it, man. It's just that people are focused on Caitlin Clark, so they think it's people picking on her. Man, stop it, bro. And she a trash talker. Look, Kobe, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was great, but he was a trash talker too. That's why Reggie Miller slammed him on the announcement table. That's why Chris Childs gave him a 2-piece and a biscuit, because they are trash talkers. So Caitlin Clark ain't out there quiet. Same reason why her and Angel Reese got into it back in college. She's a trash talker. Angel Reese a trash talker too. But stop making it seem like she ain't out there. CC be talking trash, and I love it. I love that about her. But don't be making it seem like she no victim. Cry by the hit check. Clark elbow card. Thank you. Illuminati seen it. Illuminati seen it. Yes, she elbowed Kennedy Carter the play before. And yes, and Angel Reese got chokeslam. And Kenny and CC Caitlin Clark when Angel Reese was boxing her out, she boxed her out and threw her on the ground with one arm. She flopped. Come on now. That's why Angel Reese turned around and talked trash to her. Now should Angel Reese got up off the bench and clapped when Kennedy Carter hip checked her? Probably not. You know, but that's still her teammate. So people they got to stop it, man. She flopped on that. Even if she didn't flop, why would you think a point guard? What do you think is gonna happen if Steph Curry tried to go down there and get a rebound with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Giannis is gonna box out, and the same thing gonna happen to Steph Curry. He gonna fall on the ground just like Caitlin Clark did. Either because he flopped or he just got out muscled. He ain't got no business down there. She ain't got no business down there with Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a 3 or 4. She's a big girl. Her and Camila Cardoso are supposed to emulate the twin towers of David Robinson, the Admiral, and Tim Duncan. So we got to stop it. People forget Candace Parker got it worse than Caleb. I mean, that's crazy. He called her Caleb. Yo, he called her Caleb Clark. Yo, nah, y'all disrespectful, bro. Nah, you disrespectful, bro. Candace Parker rookie year was wayward. Thank you, Franklin. But you know why? You know that because you actually genuinely watch basketball. And that's the difference between people that are wise and people that are fools. People that are wise, they know that you don't know everything. We know that we don't know everything. But the fools pretend like they do. Like these people, you would think that everybody's been watching the WNBA for 50 years. You just started watching 3 days ago when Caitlin Clark got drafted. Stop it, man. So stop acting like you. In fact, you probably didn't even watch sports at all. Every highly covered rookie that comes in with huge expectations gets beat up. Bro, LeBron James, Darius Miles and his teammates didn't like LeBron James. Remember that? Remember those stories about them not liking LeBron James? Come on, and those were his teammates. I'm not saying it's right, but you got to come on now. She did elbow that girl to yes, and even when she elbowed her. Was Kennedy Carter right for the hip check? No, she was not right. But don't make it seem like people are bullying that. Man, stop it, man. Is it a little jealousy? Yeah, it might be. It might be a little jealousy there, of course. Just like with Alonzo Ball when he came into the league, there was probably a little jealousy there. Like, dang, why is this person getting all this love and all this attention from the media? Yes, it's probably a little bit of jealousy, but a lot of it is you proving yourself. Even Diana Taurasi, who's white, said that she's gonna realize that it's a big girl league. It's not the same. Is that racism? Come on, bro. Stop it, man. People be reaching. I hate when those goofies come up with those false narratives, man. Let me ask you this: if that was racist, what it was Iowa getting invited to the White House? Come on, Illuminati, and not LSU. And LSU won. LSU won. You forgot that part. I know you ain't forget, but LSU won and they ain't get invited by funky ass Joe Biden. Cruiserweight division is a waste of time. Adari in the building. I kind of agree. I'm not a big fan of the cruiserweight division either, but I respect it. But like I said about that, I know you just came in late. If Usyk goes to the cruiserweight division, Jay Opetaia is in trouble. He might as well not even take that fight. I ain't gonna lie, because Usyk gonna beat the hell out of Jay Opetaia. That's bad. That's terrible, dude. Either if cruiserweight goes back to if Usyk goes back down to cruiserweight, Jay Opetaia better go down to light heavyweight or he better go up to heavyweight. He better do whatever he can to avoid Usyk. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be terrible. I like the Bridgerweight. I'm gonna be honest, supporter. I don't really care for Cruiser or Bridger. I'm gonna be honest. You know we live in a world where people look at 3 facts. That's why TikTok be popping. You know what I'm talking about? You go to TikTok, boy. You could be reestablished in the faith of Christianity. You can learn how to perform open heart surgery, and you can and you can see big booty bitches all on the same app in a matter of 10 seconds. You go on TikTok for 10 seconds. You done redevoted yourself to Christ. You done learn how to perform craniotomy. And you done subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans all in 10 seconds of TikTok. That's where everybody get their news from. That's why they be so much in the uproar, because they don't really know what they're talking about. They just see a clip and get mad. Sit your emotional ass down. She got the complexion for that part too. But even Kendrick, that's not fully accurate, because I'm gonna be honest. Yes, we're in America, man. If Larry Bird could say it, it's true. They do want a white star, and that's okay. More marketable than white America. That's fine. But don't make up stuff. Rebecca Lobo is balling for a long time. Cameron Brink, hell, she's a rookie right now. Hell, she's Steph cousin them. She's Steph Curry cousin them. Not cousin, but what she's Steph Curry's goddaughter, or god sister, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Diana Taurasi ain't get coverage like this. So you know what I'm saying? So it's something else in addition to the whiteness, which is okay. I'm not mad at that, because I think she's going to be good. I think it's good for the WNBA. It's going to bring more eyes, but don't make it seem like she's just getting picked on. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan got beat up too. That's why they implemented the Jordan rules. Detroit beating the hell out of him. Was it black on black crime? Come on, man. Cody Clark is crazy. See, that's crazy. Michael Jordan teammates in high school said he was trash hater. Facts. Cody Clark is disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful. Media always gonna make those stupid narratives of facts. And it's the fans that also say that stupid stuff too, because they seen it on a TikTok. How is it racist when DT is white? Okay, and she said that Clark will have it right. Exactly, but they forgot that Taurasi said that though. That's just common sense, bro. Come on, man. People be reaching, man. Shout out to, like I said, y'all be making fun of me because I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. I think what she's doing is great for the NBA. I think Angel Reese and the Caitlin Clark narrative and that dynamic is good. Not the narrative that they're pushing, because they're manipulating the narrative, but I think that dynamic is good, because you never know. We could be literally witnessing the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird version of women for the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Because they said that Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they attribute that the rebirth and the success of the NBA that was failing up until their rivalry, right? And it stemmed from college to the pro leagues to the NBA. So same thing with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We could be literally witnessing that in real time. The ascension, if you will, of the WNBA, but we don't need them. I wasn't alive back then, so maybe they had the same dynamic with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, but I don't think so. I think Magic Johnson, he seems like a likable, very personable and likable. And let's be fair, Angel Reese, she doesn't. Everybody don't like her. She has a villain hat, so it's not as she don't get that wholesome narrative as or pure narrative as a Caitlin Clark. And not saying she does deserve it or not, but I don't know if Magic and Larry had that. What I'm trying to say is that if you didn't like, whether you like Bird or you didn't like Bird, or you like Magic or you didn't like Magic, I don't think it stemmed further outside the realm of basketball. I don't think it stemmed further than the basketball court. Some people that don't like Angel Reese, it's for reasons other than basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like where she's from, like how she represents herself, like the endorsements that she getting, like how she talks trash, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. It's something surface level and it's not related to basketball, because she's a winner. So I don't see why you wouldn't like Angel Reese. But it's like it's like people. It's like you can't like Canelo and like David Benavidez, right? You gotta like either or. You can't like Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. You gotta like either or, right? That's how people are. So you can't like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You gotta like either or. I like them both. And I do think Caitlin Clark is better. I think she's a better player. I don't know if she will be better when it's all said and done. I don't know if she'll have a better career, but I think she's the better player. More prolific player, being a point guard. And I think she will be successful. But yeah, I think their rivalry is good. But adding like racism and all this other made up stuff is not helping it. It's Anthony. Hey Yo, Anthony Reed. Nah. Support. I'm about to get you up out of here, bro. I'm not going for the disrespect, bro. That's Anthony Reese is crazy. I just be talking ish. I like Clark. I just think her fans is a facts. It's a problem. Yes, of course her fans are the problem. To be honest, let her be great. The media put too much on her back. Yes. Facts. The media put too much. All right. Yeah, she has to play the villain because how she looks. Let's be real. Facts. WNBA look Bentley don't like that. Bentley in the building. Think about it. If you work a job 50 years and some new person gets hired that makes more than everybody, you can't tell me people at the job. No, Dub. So it's not about being jealous. The players can be jealous because they're players, Dub. The players not liking Caitlin Clark isn't the same reason what people are saying. You know what I'm saying? It's different. The players hating on Caitlin Clark, if you want to say it's hating, that's different, man. That's inside the confines of basketball. It's not the first time we've seen it before. But people are the outsiders saying that Caitlin Clark is receiving hate that is unprecedented. This is not an anomaly. There's nothing new about this. This concept has happened forever. When Michael Jordan, like I said, he got beat up for countless years because of his stature, because everybody wanted to be like Mike. The Detroit Pistons beat the hell out of him. Linsanity. When Jeremy Lin got the Linsanity stuff, he was kicked out of the league in 2 years because the other players were like, hold on, now you getting all this popularity. He's not better than me. They started going at his neck. Lonzo Ball coming out of college. Weren't they picking on Lonzo Ball? You forget how Patrick Beverly did him? And Damian Lillard, how they all did him? They made him look crazy. Right? So this happens. That's all they're doing is just playing her hard. Angel Reese is not exempt either. She getting hard play. You see what I'm saying? But they don't cover that as much because it's not as big of a story. So I'm not saying that the players aren't jealous. Yeah, of course. But that happens. Yeah, it's been going on forever. I said Kobe. You probably weren't in here, Kobe. You probably weren't in here, Dub. But I said that. I said Kobe. I said, look, you don't remember? So Caitlin Clark is a trash talker. I said, like Kobe. I made the Kobe analogy. Caitlin Clark is good, but she's a trash talker. Just like Kobe, rest in peace, was a trash talker. That's why Reggie Miller slammed him, scooped him up and slammed him on the announcement table. And put him there like he was delivering a product. Like he was delivering the package. Reggie Miller put him on the announcement table like he was delivering a package. And then Chris Childs gave him a 2-piece and a biscuit. That's why you think Chris Childs punched on him. Because Kobe Bryant was a shit talker. He was good, but he was a shit talker, and he was known as like he had the image of being like a little, not prissy, because I don't want to make him see like soft and nothing, but like, you know what I'm saying, a little kind of stuck up a bit. You know, thought he was better than people. He still has that stigma. So, and you know, and maybe Caitlin Clark rubs the people the same way. So it is what it is. I mentioned LeBron James. Yeah, Doug, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna kick your ass, Doug. I mentioned LeBron James too. LeBron James is getting hated on by his own teammates in Cleveland. Kendrick, he's right. Clark is a Jake Paul of boxer. Jake Paul actually has skills. Can't compare her to Jake. Nah, y'all were crazy, bro. Who said Jake Paul, bro? Nah, Dub, you right though. I know he actually right. Nah, y'all crazy. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I'm gonna make a WNBA channel, chat. I'm gonna make a WNBA channel on y'all ass. I'm gonna interview the players, see what they got to say. Did you see what the one WNBA player had to say? She's on the Las Vegas Aces. What she had to say about the Caitlin Clark stuff? Because they're not talking to these women. They're just speaking for them. You know, they're not talking. It was Alicia Clark. Go look up what Alicia Clark had to say about the Caitlin Clark situation. She said exactly what I said, and I didn't even know. I found this out today. Breanna Stewart looked better than everybody in the league. Breanna Stewart's a beast, and she's white. So is it reverse racism when it comes to her too, or is it just because you think that Caitlin Clark's the first white girl ever in the league? Come on, man. Yeah, the Boots fight is canceled, Bentley, but we covered that already too. But I'm gonna talk about it again. We get back to boxing. The Boots, he had some possible opponents to face. Eddie Hearn has said that we have he's looking at Gallo, Chakram, and David Avanesian as potential opponents. So I think either one of those would be good. I think Gallo is probably the least. Gallo's probably the least attractive. I think David Avanesian, he's coming off a 2-year layoff. You know, his most notable fight is his loss to Terrence Crawford. But I think that's a good fight for Boots, you know, especially on late notice. You know, I'm cool with any one of those fights, but I would prefer David Avanesian or Chakram. Chakram's undefeated. He's a former Olympian. Excuse me. He's a former Olympian, so I think that he would be good opponent too. But like I said, Gallo's probably the weakest out of the 3 potential opponents. I think Gallo was the Gabriel Gallo Golas. Sorry, I said Gallo. Golas. Gabriel Golas Valenzuela. His most notable, he lost to Montana Love, who we just saw. Liam Paro beat Montana Love not too long ago. Liam Paro, who's about to fight Super Matias in next week, you know, same day as Tank versus Frank, June 15th. So he lost to Montana Love. Montana Love is a good fighter, but I think Gallos is, you know, he all right. Shakram Gayashov is undefeated, like I said before. Only 15 fights, though, or something like that. 15 fights, and his last win was against Pablo Cesar Cano. I believe that was on Pro Box, actually, and he won pretty dominant fashion. And I think Cano had to the fight had to be called because he hurt his ankle or his leg or something like that. Like in the later rounds, it was already over with anyway. And then David Avedisian, like I said, he had like a 2-year layoff now, but his most notable fight was against Terrence Crawford. He didn't do too bad, you know. He didn't do too bad. I know he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford, but while it was going, it was pretty good. It's funny we talk about a team with 2 wins instead of aces, bro. Not even the aces. Not even the aces, Kendrick. Do you know that the Connecticut Sun are undefeated? Connecticut Sun are undefeated. They're 9-0, bro. They're the only undefeated team in the league. Shushu fights this weekend? Oh yeah? Well, he's on the who else fights this weekend? He's not on the Broner versus what's the name card? Not Friday. Who's Shushu fight this weekend? He does fight this weekend. You're right. I do know that. Yeah, Connecticut Sun undefeated. Connecticut, but you don't even like WNBA. I ain't trying to hear that. Nah, Smoochie. Nah. I'm not going. I'm not going for that, Smoochie. You don't even like WNBA. You don't even like basketball. I ain't trying to hear that. You hear Connecticut also, you hype. Nah. We gonna put some water on that fire. Nah, I'm not going. I'm not going. You ain't even know they was undefeated. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, you hear try to get hype. Nah. Oh, is he on the Xander? Is he on the Xander Zayas card versus Patrick Teixeira? Is Shushu on that card? Yeah, that'd be a good one. What CJ said? Adrian Reese look like Sid from. Nah. I'm finna get y'all up out of here, bro. I'm finna get y'all up out of here. Don't she do kind of look like? Y'all say Caitlin Clark look like Jerry Seinfeld. Now y'all say Adrian Reese look like Sid from Ice Age, bro. I'm done, bro. Nah, y'all gotta chill, bro. Yeah, AB fight on Friday, Bentley. AB and Blair Cobbs, man. They fight on Friday. Good Lord willing. Nah, bro. Y'all wrong. Hey, Dub, that ain't funny, bro. Y'all wrong, bro. Y'all full of shit, bro. Y'all full of shit, bro. Nah, man. Y'all wrong as hell for that, man. Anyway, going to be there, too, so that could be fighting this soon. Oh, yeah? Anyway, supposed to be going? Is Bruce Shushu? Is Shushu on Top Rank? He is on Top Rank, ain't it? Yeah, Xander's on Top Rank too. Yeah. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I will say this: if Shushu, including this fight, if Shushu has 3 more fights before Inoue, I got Shushu. I got Bruce Carrington beating Naoya Inoue. I'll say if he has 3 more fights that he wins, give him 3 more fights, he'll be like what 14-0 if assuming he wins. I like Shushu. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe next year late, yeah. And he a little green right now, though. He got 11 wins. He looks great, though. Inoue going to be there, yeah. Give him about 3 more fights, Franklin. I got Shushu, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a fact. I got Shushu. That boy sharp, man. Young man sharp, man. But Inoue a beast now. That's the monster. Can't take him lightly. That is the monster. Cannot take him lightly. Cannot sleep on the monster, but I got Bruce Shushu. You agree, yeah, Franklin? Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. But shoot, don't forget to sub up to the channel if you're on the YouTube side. Please don't forget to like the video. It really helps a lot, man. The support goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? All the support, man. Need all the support. from the watch time to the super chats to the memberships, all that, man. Appreciate it. It goes a long way to help me keep doing what I'm doing, pursue my dream, and give y'all good, unbiased, fair, genuine, and real boxing news. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real, we keep it funky, we keep it street. That's how y'all help me maintain that, you know, and help build up the stream and keep going. But yeah, man, so I can't wait for to see who Jerron Boots Ennis is fighting next. I'm excited to see him in the ring. I'm excited also for him to step up in competition. I'm excited for him. I just want to see more of him. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah, that sounded crazy. But I do want to see. I want to see more of him in the ring. Not more of him like OnlyFans or something like that. That sounds crazy. But yeah, man. So if there's anything else y'all want to rap about, that's it for me. I covered all the topics I wanted to discuss. Matter of fact, let me show you what she says before we go. Let me show you what Alyssa Clark said. She's on the Las Vegas Aces. Let me show y'all this real quick. Give me a second. And this is a woman. This is another woman in the WNBA. Shit, I can't talk. She is a player. So if she says this, how dare us say anything different? Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Let me refresh it. Listen to what she says, y'all. Fights are over, Smoochie.
You have people that.
This is what they ask her. Bro, it keeps muting.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Stop muting, bro.
I want to hear your thoughts about just the whole conversation surrounding Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You have people that have never spoken to a single player in this league and asked us our thoughts. And you're out here making assumptions based on behalf of these notions that you're creating in your head, these storylines you're creating in your head. And so I don't pay it any mind. Charles Barkley has never talked to any of us. All these people that are on these platforms talking, they've never talked to us. And so for me, it's noise. And at the end of the day, and you read all of it and talking about we should let, her come in and do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, this is our job. We show up every day to compete. Every rookie that's come in this league, Brianna Stewart, Jewel Lloyd, myself, Kate Martin, it doesn't matter who you are, what rookie you are, bets are coming at your neck. Because we're here to show you, this is a grown women's league, and this is the best league in the world for a reason. So it doesn't matter who you are. As a rookie, I was a 25-year-old rookie when I came in this league. Delisha Milton-Jones came at my neck. And I was playing overseas as a professional, but, that's what it is. That's what you do. You come in here to compete. You show the rookies, this is what we do here. And so it's nothing out of the norm. So I push it aside as noise until they want to sit down and have a conversation with any one of the veterans that have been here.
Talk to them.
I don't pay it any mind.
I just want to hear your thoughts about just the whole conversation
You see what I'm
surrounding
saying?
Caitlin
She's speaking
Clark.
facts, bro. But everybody else want to push this narrative, and they don't even talk to these women. You know what I'm saying? They don't even talk to these hoopers. You're supposed to just lay down for Caitlin Clark. You sleep. They're competitors. Every single rookie gets the same. No one really knows Alicia Clark. She got the same treatment. She even named Brianna Stewart, who's a former MVP of the league. She got the same treatment. Same thing down in Taurasi said. It's a grown women's league. Just like when you go from college to the NBA, they say, oh, it's a big boy league now. Well, damn it, you know what I'm saying? The same thing's going on for your female counterparts. You go from college to the WNBA, it's a big girl league now. Look at Smoochie. Look at Smoochie. She was just celebrating the success of Connecticut Sun. Now she can't stand none of them tall bitches. That's crazy. Why they gotta be bitches? Damn. That's crazy, bruh. DeWanna Bonner, who's the best player on the Connecticut Sun, she tall. I think she's like 6'4". She balling out there too. I climbed that tree. You heard, man? Can they spare 3 inches? Pause. Hey, you know how some of them swing. They might give you more than that. You know what I'm talking about? They might give you more than 3 inches. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Hey, yo, pause. I'm just playing. But yeah, so but yeah, man. So I just think people need to chill out on the narratives they're formulating and actually talk to the players. That's why I want to make a WNBA channel, man. I'd love to get some of them on my channel, man. That'd be dope. They really want the baby. Yeah, that's what it is. They want the baby her, man. Everybody gets facts, Drizzle. That's the thing, facts. And I think she will overcome, but give her opportunity to overcome. If you're saying all this stuff, then you're just diminishing her efforts. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's gonna make her great. The fact that she will overcome, and I think she will. Yo, what's up with it? What's up with it? Edwin in the building. What's good, bro? How they swing their dick? Nah. Yeah, I'm about to get the hell off. I ain't gonna. She said how they swing they nigga legs.
I'm gay. I'm not sending no gay goon. F with me, I'm sending some real nigga. Ain't never one of them gay.
I don't know how we went from boots, finding a replacement, to the WNBA, to chicks swinging dicks. That's crazy. Yeah. It's time to get off. I ain't gonna lie. Brittany Griner sound like my cousin. Okay, see. That's why we can't have a decent conversation. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know where we at with it now. I don't know what we doing. I don't know what we doing, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know either. I'm cool. Please don't inform me. So, I don't want to know nothing, see nothing, hear nothing. I don't want to know nothing, I've never been a good witness. I want to keep it that way. Because y'all wildin'. So, who fighting Boots? He has some option, man. I dropped a video on it today, man. They haven't made any definitive... selections yet, or decisions. But it could be either... they narrowed it down to 3 potential people. 3 potential people. One being David Avedisian. Who else? Dang, what's the other dude's name, bro? We just talked about it. I forgot their names right now. David Avedisian. Yeah, I have to look it up. Let me a second. Let me look it up real quick. That's crazy. I literally just talked about it, and I dropped a video on it too. Shakram. I'm trying to look it up now, but Shakram Gayasev, who was undefeated, 15-0. That's what I would like to see. I'd much rather see that. And then the other person was Golas Valenzuela. I think he'll be the least interesting. Yeah, okay, here, I just put it up. Gabriel Golas Valenzuela, Shakram Gayasev, and David Avedisian. So, David Avedisian lost to Terrence Crawford. I'll just be more so worried about his layoff. He has like a 2-year layoff, but I'm interested in that. I think that'd be a good fight on late notice. I also think Shakram Gayasev, being a former Olympian and being 15-0, his last fight against Pablo Cesar Cano, I think that'd be the best fight. On short notice, I don't know, if Shakram would be about that life, but I think that'd be a good fight. And then I think the least interesting is Gabriel Golas Valenzuela. He lost to Montana Love, but like I said, on short notice, can't be too mad at that. You fighting Boots round 1, you didn't hear? Right, exactly. I said Alexis Rocha would be a good one, but I'm not sure, man. I don't know if when you say Alex, you talk about Alexis Rocha, or who you talking about? I thought that'd be a good one too, but we'll see though. We'll see. 7-11 said Rayo getting KO'd by facts. I agree. Yeah, Drizzle and Smoochie wildin'. Drizzle and Smoochie trying to get me canceled. It's crazy. That's all jokes and love, though. It's fun. Who got KO'd on that Pro Box card? Ah, man, I don't remember his name. 7-11. Don't give me the line. That KO was vicious, though. There was about 3 knockouts. There was about 3 stoppages on that Pro Box card, man. For real. Yeah, man. Hey, Edwin, I gotta come tap in with you, man. I gotta tap in with you. Let me know next time you're streaming. I saw you streaming earlier today, but if you stream like tomorrow or something, I'll try to tap in with you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a pleasure. Yeah. Well, shoot, I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up, man. I can't remember the dude's name, but the dude that won on the Pro Box card, he was a late replacement though too, so he just gotta, hey, you never know, but you never know how well you might do. So the odds might be stacked against you, but Gotta have that faith and put that hard work and dedication, man. When you're born ready, you ain't got to get ready. Ain't that right, Smoochie? When you're born ready, you ain't got to get ready. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I watched the fight too, but I wasn't too familiar with him, to be honest. I'll tell you right now, though. I'll look it up and tell you before I get off. Ain't no pressure. When you're born ready, you ain't got to get ready. Let's see if I can find the results. That's right. That's right, Smoochie. That's right. I'll say Hernandez. So Vladimir Hernandez versus Guido Scram. Yeah, that was a crazy. That was a crazy knockout, boy. Look like somebody got shot, boy. So yeah, Guido Scram got knocked out by Vladimir Hernandez. He got put to sleep. I'm talking about, that was dangerous. Yeah, the card was good. Yeah, he got knocked out cold 7-11. Like I said, the fighters themselves aren't too notable as far as their popularity or renown goes. But those fights were good. There was about 3 or 4 fights that were good. I didn't really call it, but I was watching it though. You didn't get to watch Smoochie? Why you ain't tell me to commentate? So yeah, I want to ask y'all before I do get off. I want to know, do y'all want me to provide live boxing commentary for the pro box fights? I feel like you all enjoy more when we just have an open discussion. But it doesn't matter to me because, I'm going to watch the fights anyway. So if you want me to focus on providing commentary and we have open discussion on the side, or if you want me to focus on the open discussion and then talk about like when there's big moments in the fights on Wednesday night fights, it's fine. Whatever y'all want. But of course, on the big fights, I'm going to do live commentary, of course. But yeah, y'all let me know. She did earlier. She did. I missed it. That's why you got to put that color in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Head ass. I'm sorry, Smoochie. So do the commentary. Hell yeah, you saying do the commentary? If Smoochie said that, I apologize. I did not hear you. I did not hear you. I did not see you say that. I apologize. I try my best not to miss any messages either, but sometimes I do miss the occasional message when it be popping. Damn, my fault. Yeah, I'll go back to doing the commentary then. I just thought that people preferred me just most definitely. Okay, bet. I thought people preferred me just preferred us just having an open discussion on the Wednesdays. But all right, yeah, I'll do that. Ain't no pressure. Like I said, I'm watching them anyway, and I like it, All right, bet. What the hell? It don't matter though, most definitely yes. Yeah, all right, bet. I like the open discussion too. Okay. Yeah, so I could do both. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna be honest, like, I honestly, I know people be complimenting me on my boxing commentary, but
look at you.
I don't. I'll be a little self-conscious about it, about the comments. Sometimes I feel like I don't do that good of a job, and I be trying to improve and stuff like that, and take little tips from the professional commentators and stuff like that, like the great ones like, like Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley and Roy Jones and Sergio Moore and Sean Porter and all the rest of them. I try to take like little notes and tidbits and stuff like that, but yeah, if y'all enjoy it, then yeah, let's do it. I'm down. It's your channel, bro. We just here to support. I appreciate that, Illuminati. That means a lot, bro. I appreciate that, brethren. You like the open discussions too? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, hell yeah. I like the open discussions too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. But shit, yeah, man. I'm about to go ahead and call it. I'm gonna get some food before it gets too late. Warm up this food I have. I'm a little hungry, man. And well, man, but I appreciate you. Oh, I have another question too. Do y'all like this time? I know I asked this before a while ago. Man, you better than the commentators on TV. You actually talk to the chat and comment. I appreciate that, Illuminati. I appreciate that, brethren. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the compliment. That means a whole lot to me, man. For real, for real. That's fire, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I wanted to ask y'all too. Would y'all prefer me going live earlier, like earlier in the day? Cause I like I'm gonna tell you why I picked 9 p.m. I just picked it because I noticed that a lot of the bigger channels, you know, the majority of them usually go live during the day, throughout the day, and you know, I feel like that would be like more competitive at those times. And I feel like people already know where they want to go at those times established. So I was like, man, let me just pick a time to where. So it took me a while to decide on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did so because I figured that, you know, more of a void there. However, if more people would come during the day, I don't have no problem doing it during the day. That's why sometimes, like if it's not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes I'll just try to pop up during the day. You don't stay on long enough, 8 hours. What Smoochie said? Smoochie said 8 hours? Hey, whatever, yeah, whatever. Last time I did the 6 hour stream, Smoochie said, I want to watch it, but that's too long. Hey, I love Smoochie, man. Smoochie funny as hell, dog. Shout out to Smoochie, man. Smoochie the homie. Smoochie said 8 hours. I don't mind doing long hours, though. I don't mind it at all. I don't be wanting to be bored. Like, you know, I don't be wanting to just be out here talking about whatever. So, I mean, if y'all want to talk about whatever, we can do it. But I don't want to just be, you know, feel like I'm not saying nothing type stuff. You know, because I be really trying to have it. I want y'all to be interested. I want to be interesting. I want it to be interesting, and I want y'all to be interested. So, I don't mind, man. I appreciate that, Illuminati. Appreciate that, Franklin. 8 hours. Shit. Hey. When we get bigger, shit, hell yeah, I'll be doing 8 hours. Especially getting that bankroll. Hey. Hell yeah. Good Lord willing. I don't mind that at all, man. I don't mind that at all. So I have a question, though. For those of you that just came to the stream, 9 hours is good. 9 hours is good. He said, bump, hey, we going to go up one more. Either way, we here, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Or you're saying 9 p.m. is good? Is that what you're saying? I thought you're saying do 9 hours. We talking about 8 hours. I want to say, too, I asked this earlier. 9 hours and 1 minute is crazy. What do y'all think about the revamped card? You know, since Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu was canceled due to Tim Tszyu head injury, you know, his cut on his head that he sustained against Sebastian Fundora. That hasn't fully healed, right? So they got canceled. They didn't make a replacement for Virgil Ortiz. They canceled all the way, and they replaced it with Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Martin Bakole. You know, Big Turk, like the big heavyweights, man. What do y'all think about that? I think it's good, man. I think this is going to be a nice challenge for Jared Anderson. And I know some people may not be satisfied, but I think this is a pretty good step up, and it's gonna force him to fight. Because Martin Bakole, last time I seen him fight, he's gonna press the issue. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's a good fight. I would much rather see Virgil Ortiz because I like him more than I like Jared Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. So I'd much rather see Jared. I'd much rather see Virgil Ortiz Jr. On the card, but seeing Jared Anderson stepping up against Martin Bakole, I'm not mad at that, man. I am not mad at that at all. Jared Anderson, so me too, Smoochie. Me too. Like I said, I wanted to like Jared Big Baby Anderson, but he's just not. I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced he's the next American heavyweight. I'm not even convinced that I want him to be the next American heavyweight. As far as stylistically and pleasing to the eye, I'm not a believer in Richard Torres Jr. yet either. But I definitely rather watch Richard Torres Jr. over Big Baby Anderson. That's a freaking fact, 1,000%. If they were fighting at the same time and they weren't fighting each other, someone told me you have to watch one fight, Jared Anderson or versus XYZ, and Richard Torres Jr. versus ABC. I'm going with Richard Torres Jr. all day. Decent fight, Jared Anderson boring. Yeah, he's boring. But I think Martin Bacole's gonna press the issue. Wilder versus Anderson would be good since bombs. Bro, I can't believe he's still fighting, bro. His mama pleaded with him. I'm telling you right now, 7-Eleven. I'm not gonna watch this next fight. I'm gonna boycott that shit. I can't do it, dog. I hated watching Manny Pacquiao fight way past the time he should be fighting, even though he never looked defenseless. He just would never look like Pacquiao. You know, I didn't like watching Roy Jones, you know, getting knocked out and beat by people he had no business losing to. Same with Wilder, man. No disrespect to Joseph Parker. Maybe Zhang, because Zhang's so big, but I don't think he had no business losing to Joseph Parker or Big Bang Zhang. I feel like stylistically, Zhang is the perfect fight for him, you know, of someone that walks forward. Not so to be clear, I like Zhang. He's a good fighter, but stylistically speaking, Wilder has shown that he won't lose to that type of fighter, you know, because that's kind of tailor made for him. You know, Zhang will walk into a shot, but it's just that Wilder's no longer himself. So, I mean, hey, who am I to tell another man or woman? Who am I to tell somebody to stop doing what they love, right? But hey, it's his life, you know. You just don't want somebody see somebody lose their faculties, you know. Right, facts, Smoochie. I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of that shit. Bro, like when people say they're tired of seeing boxing matches with a predetermined outcome. That's what when we watch Wilder fight, it's a predetermined outcome, bro. It's not him. Zhang putting Anderson to sleep in the second round. Facts. I got Zhang on Jerry Anderson. Bro, I got Zhang in the Parker rematch. I got Zhang in the Parker rematch. I got Zhang against Anderson. I think Zhang and Caballel would be good. Zhang and Ajit Caballel would be good. I think Zhang and Joseph Parker rematch would be good, but I got Zhang. Again, I had Zhang in the first fight. I think Ajit Caballel and Joseph Parker is a good fight. I think Frank Sanchez and Zhang is a good fight, even though Frank Sanchez just lost to Ajit Caballel. There's a lot of good fights at heavyweight that don't involve Usyk, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua. But of course, we want to see Anthony Joshua the most, and Usyk and Fury. Yeah, the way Wilder hit his head on the ground almost made me cry. You feel me? Not gonna lie, he got to reach. Yeah, Franklin, what's he doing? It was sad, bro. Dude, Wilder hasn't won a boxing matches. I don't think Illuminati was trying to be funny, but that was just funny. I don't know why I laughed. That was funny. The man ain't win a fight since 5 years, bro. Half a decade. Come on, man. Nah, he beat what's my boy name? He beat my boy, the dude he beat when he started crying afterwards. Helenius, Robert Helenius. He beat Robert Helenius. That was like what, 2 years ago. It was a first round type shit, but he did beat him. He beat him in the first round. And I think Anthony Joshua beat Helenius in the 7th round or 3rd round or something like that. I think it was the 7th round. Anthony Joshua beat Helenius. Let me look it up. I said he ain't won a fight since 2019. It's crazy. Yeah, it was the 7th round. 7th round. AJ beat him afterwards. No. I think we should get Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. If Daniel Dubois doesn't get that fight, that is criminal. Because everybody knew that Anthony Joshua was supposed to be fighting the winner of Hrgovic and Dubois. It's just that everybody anticipated Hrgovic to be the winner. So now Daniel Dubois, he's a less sexy option. Now all of a sudden everybody questioning, oh, do we really want? We might get Anthony Joshua versus Zhang. Maybe Eddie Hearn talking about we might not fight Dubois, we may fight Zhang. I think Anthony Joshua and Zhang is a great fight too. You know, and it makes sense because, you know, a little more urgency because Daniel Dubois is 26, Zhang is 41. So the window of opportunity is smaller with Zhang. However, honor your word. Y'all said y'all just Joshua versus the winner of Zhang. I mean, the winner of Hrgovic and Dubois messed around to win, man. Reward the man, bro. Dubois has been looking good, man. He looked very impressive against Hrgovic. He said that shit don't. Robert Helenius don't count, huh? That's crazy, bro. Hey, I mean, it was a first round knockout, and it was somebody he was familiar with. They were friends, kind of like Anthony Joshua, Otto Wallin were friends. Yeah, but you know, like I said, man, his mom asked him to retire, man. Come on, bro. You did enough, bro. You getting hurt right now, bro. Did you see the news of Oleksandr Usyk say that he has Dmitry Bivol beating Artur Beterbiev? I thought that was very interesting, man. Very interesting, man. Dubois. Ooh, Dub said Dubois. Stop it, AJ. Dub got Dubois. You know what I'm saying? Dub got the dub on Dub. Bois. Sparring partners don't count. I'm with you on that, though. That's an argument. That's a good argument. Sometimes, but hey, I wouldn't say Hrgovic and Dubois were sparring partners, but they sparred before, and the story is that Hrgovic whooped them pretty bad. Hey, we saw what transpired this past Saturday with Dubois 1. So who y'all got if they fought? Oleksandr Iglesias versus Diego Pacheco. Ooh. The dub on dub. Facts. Ooh. I will lean towards Diego Pacheco. I think Diego Pacheco is a top fighter at 168, even though he didn't look the best in his last fight. I wasn't impressed with his last fight against Sean McCalman. But Sean McCalman was an undefeated fighter as well from the Colorado area, I believe. I think Denver specifically. And I have to see more of Oleksandr Iglesias, to be honest with you as well. So Porter be coming up with these fighters, boy. I have to see more of him. It seems like he fights tomorrow. So we will see more of him. I don't know what time he fights Jenny Shvedenko tomorrow, who I've seen before. I seen him fight one time. I don't remember who against. Maybe I seen him fight against William Skull, the guy who's supposed to be fighting Canelo, unless Canelo's gonna give up the IBF belt. I think I seen that fight. But yeah, Clark looked like Jake. Jake the Snake Cutler. Jay the Snake Cutler, bro. Jay Cutler is crazy, bro. Bro, y'all gonna get off of Caitlyn in this stream, man. Y'all gonna stop it, bro. Oh my gosh, she kind of does look like Jay Cutler. It's crazy, bro. Zhang versus Big Baby Anderson. I got Zhang on that, CJ. That's a good fight, though. He's an IBO, yeah. The fifth belt, right? The WBA, WBC, WBO, IBF, and then the IBO, right? Trying to make their way. Yeah, that's crazy. He said Jay Cutler, bro. That. No, bro. No, y'all ain't right, bro. Y'all not right, bro. Y'all ain't right, bro. Y'all ain't right. I'm done with y'all, man. Zhang versus Big Baby Anderson is good. I don't think Big Baby Anderson will take that. I don't think he'll take that fight. I feel like if he's gonna fight a contender, like a serious contender, he probably only wants somebody like Anthony Joshua for a big money fight. But I don't think he beats. Oh, I mean, of course, outside of Wilder, if you still count Wilder, he'll fight Wilder. Of course, who won't fight Wilder right now? But I don't think Big Baby Anderson beats Zhang, Joshua, Usyk, Fury, Caballel, Frank Sanchez. I still don't think he beats Frank Sanchez. I could be wrong, but I don't think he beats Frank Sanchez. Who else at the heavyweight? I don't think he beats Joseph Parker. Who else? I don't know who he beats, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Hell, I might favor Richard Torres Jr. against him if they fought. Be honest. I am not a believer in. I wish I was. I tried to be. I'm not a believer in Big Baby, man. I am not a believer in Big Baby Anderson. Body shots and another one. Anderson getting slept. Facts. I got Hergovich beating Big Baby Anderson as well. I forgot about Philip Hergovich. I just talked about him. I got Zhang versus Rikishi Fatu is crazy. That is crazy. You know who speaking of Rikishi, you know what I was thinking about today? Because when I made my last video about boots, I used a clip from Ric Flair because I mentioned the Blair the Flair Cobbs fight, and I used the Ric Flair clip, and it made me think of back when Ric Flair The Rock fought. You know how much charisma was in that ring with The Rock and Ric Flair, the Nature Boy? When they fought, bro, there was so much charisma in that ring, bro. That's crazy, bro. Those are two charismatic individuals, man. I love Ric Flair used to get on my nerves, but I love him, man. He's funny. The wheeling and dealing, jet flying, limousine riding. Oh, he used to go off, man. Woo! Rikishi by decision is crazy. Salute Dr. Boxer in chat. But hey, thank you so much, Arnaldo. Big salute, man. Arnaldo in the building. I think salute, brethren. Man, Smoochie crazy. Rikishi fought 2 hit him with that stank face. Rikishi by decision is crazy, Illuminati. Zay gonna knock that man out. He gonna knock him. He gonna knock him back to Samoan Island. Nah, Zhang is a very good fighter, at least in my opinion. He has some flaws and deficiencies, you know. Say he's very stationary, comes forward, but he's willing to trade. And a lot of times you don't want to trade with him because you saw he dropped Hrgovic in the first round. That wasn't no fluke. I think he has a good chance against Joshua, but I think Joshua will win. But Joshua ain't got, you know, his chin is questionable, right? So this is an interesting fight, man. I think Anthony Joshua wins, but it's interesting, man. Zhang versus. Hey, chill out on Zhang, man. He big, but he a mover, man. He functionally big. You know what I'm saying? He functionally big, man. Don't act like he out here like Jared Miller. He ain't out here like Jared Miller or Andy Ruiz. Stop it, man. Hell, Andy Ruiz and Jared Anderson would be a good fight. If Jared Anderson beats Jared Big Baby Miller, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. Yo, Arnaldo with the super chat. Let's get right. Dropping that bread, that paper, that cheese, these
biscuits.
Let's get right. Let's go. Dropping that cheddar. Dropping the big bread, the big biscuits on the chat. I appreciate the $3, man. Thank you so much. Big salute. Thank you. Zhang versus Captain Crunch. Who's soggier? I ain't gonna lie. I love me some Captain Crunch. So I gotta go with Zhang. Supporter box. What supporter say? Supporter talking shit. I miss supporters, chat. I didn't see what supporter said. Sometimes I miss chat because it don't be going through. I do not see what supporter said. Last thing I see for supporter is Hrgovic. Oh, Zhang versus treadmill. You trolling? I see it. That's crazy. I gotta go with Zhang being soggy and the Captain Crunch. You get the oops all berries. I like Captain Crunch with the berries. Though. I don't like the all berries and I don't like the all plain. I like the mixture with the Captain Crunch. You know, with the mixture with the berries. Supporter said, "Yeah, y'all wrong, man. Y'all better stop body shaming my boy, Big Bang Zhang. He's functionally big. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate those $3 again, Arnaldo. That means a whole lot, man. That's how we keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? Put food in my belly, pay these bills, food in my dog's belly, Kimba and Bandit. So I appreciate that. I think I'm not gonna lie though, like." I like hearing boxers' predictions on fights or former boxers or people that's been around the sport for a long time. But I thought it was very, very interesting that Usyk said he has Bivol beating Beterbiev. I think that's very interesting. Zhang ain't fat, he just big bowed. Nah, he a little soggy, you know what I'm talking about? He a little soggy around them hips, you know what I'm talking about? Like Smoochie said, he a little soggy, man. I like your chat, man. Thank you, Arnold. That means a lot. Big salute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Zhang ain't fat, he just big bold. I appreciate. Pause that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's a pause too.
What?
Yeah, you wildin'. Yeah, you wildin'. That's a pause. That's definitely a pause.
Yeah.
Definitely a pause. Nah, but I like Zhang though, man. I'm really fond of Zhang. Like I said, I was going for him against Joseph Parker. You know, Wilder. I'm not gonna lie. Wilder's my favorite heavyweight of this era. You know. So it's rare that I'm going against. I don't think I'm going against anybody when Wilder's in the ring with. But I thought Zhang would win. You know, I don't let my emotions, you know, overwrite my judgment. So I had Zhang winning, and he won. So I think Zhang is a very good fighter. I just think, I'll be honest, man. Styles make fights, man. I know that Usyk will likely beat Zhang. But if Zhang hits Usyk, boy, Like, I know people just write it off, like, you know, but y'all watch boxing, man. Just because A boxer beats B boxer and B boxer beats C boxer, that doesn't mean that A is necessarily going to beat C. C could beat A, you know. We've seen it plenty of times, right? You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, and Pacquiao, you know. Or even throw Juan Manuel Marquez in the mix, you know. So, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Usyk versus Zhang, man. I think Usyk should dance around him, you know, dance circles around him, but I don't know, man. Both Zhang and Usyk got a left hook for talk to him. And I think Zhang's is even more hellacious. I'm gonna be honest. I think Zhang might, you know, so much, you know, I think I saw Michael Benson pose a question, who's the hardest hitter if Wilder retires and he leaves that void of the hardest hitter in the heavyweight division. Who fills that void? And I think it's undoubtedly Zhang. Big Bang, you know what I'm talking about? Big Bang Zhang. Who hits harder than Big Bang Zhang? If not, if we take Wilder out the equation, I mean, maybe you could make an argument for AJ, maybe. If AJ hits you flush, but I don't know, man. One punch power? I'm taking Zhang, man. I don't know. Who y'all got? I think that was a very good, interesting question. But I'm taking one punch. I'm taking Zhang. Imagine if Zhang was younger. Yeah, Franklin. Yeah. You taking Zhang 7-11? Yeah, me too. I'm taking Zhang. One punch? I'm taking Zhang, bro. Imagine if Zhang was younger. Zhang versus AJ. Yeah, that'd be a good fight, man. That's what they're talking about. That's what we're about to see, frankly. We're either about to see AJ versus Zhang or AJ versus Dubois. I'm hoping... I like both fights, but I'm hoping just to be fair to Dubois, out of fairness to Dubois, you know, I think it's only fair because it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that the winner of the winner of Filip Hrgović and Dubois gets AJ, right? That's what everybody said. But it was also almost a foregone conclusion that Hrgović would win. Everybody anticipated Filip Hrgović to win. But now that he lost, all of a sudden people are getting a little shaky, baby. All of a sudden it's a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, do what you do. Dubois deserves it, man. Dubois looked very impressive. Dubois deserves that chance against AJ, man. I know, but like I said, when you think about the logistics of it and the circumstances around it, Zhang is 41. Dubois is a young bull, so he's 26. So the window of opportunity to fight Zhang is smaller than the window of opportunity to fight Dubois, you know, since he's younger. So he's going to be there longer, in theory, you know, good Lord willing. So it's more urgency to fight Zhang. And I do think Anthony Joshua, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to say, I don't think Zhang is an easy fight. So I'm not going to say Anthony Joshua is ducking Dubois. But I think that stylistically, Dubois is, I think they're both a threat because I think they're both good. But I think stylistically for AJ, we're talking about, AJ specifically, I think Dubois is a bigger X factor. I think it's funny because I think this may not make sense. I'm going to try to pose it in a way that makes the most sense. I think Dubois has a bigger chance of getting knocked out by AJ than Zhang does, but I think that Zhang has a worse chance of getting to AJ than Dubois does. Does that make sense? So on one hand, he's more dangerous, but he's less dangerous at the same time. So I think Zhang is overall less dangerous because I think it'll be easier for Anthony Joshua to stay away and outbox him. I think he'll be more prone to trade with Dubois, and I think that Dubois could get knocked out more easily than Zhang. But in order to knock out, Zhang is more touchable, than Dubois. So he could get in and out of Zhang. Hey, yo. I can't. Hey, yo. Pause. Guys, damn. What? I don't know what. He could get like, you know what I'm saying, in and out, you know, of his range on the inside and on the outside of Zhang more effectively than I anticipate him doing that against Dubois. He'll have to trade a little more with Dubois, you know. So while I think Dubois is more is more knockoutable. I think if AJ hits Dubois with a clean shot and he hits Zhang with a clean shot, and you ask me who gets knocked out, I would think Dubois gets knocked out first. But he'll have to take more risk to knock out Dubois, in my opinion. And I think that Zhang could take a punch better. He's more durable than Dubois, but he's more hittable than Dubois, if that makes sense. Did I explain that? Did I break that down? Probably. That's in my head. I'm not saying it's right, but that's in my head. Imagine if Zhang was younger. Zhang. Definitely Zhang, bro. Dubois by stoppage. Hey, yo, Illuminati, I was wild. Yeah, hey, yo, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I done said touching. I done said getting in and out of niggas. all of the span of 10 damn seconds, bro. Gosh dang. My bad. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I was wilding. My board selection was under poor. Yeah, it was definitely subpar. Being generous. Dubois eating ribs that day. Yeah, Dubois by stoppage. Dubois eating ribs that day. That's an interesting fight, man. That's a very interesting fight, dub. That's interesting, man. I don't know. I would have to think about that, man. And I will say this too. What's impressive too, what's being overlooked, Hrgović was tapping Dubois. Gosh dang, bro. Yeah, I'm getting off, right? Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's like I'm trying to choose words that are less suspicious, but it's like the more synonyms I'm using, the worse it sounded. So I think Hrgović was getting to Dubois' chin, is what I was trying to say. And so and Dubois was, you know what I'm saying? Dubois was eating him. And you know, cause he was getting punched on a little bit. And he was coping. Not only coping, he was delivering his own shots. And so I'm not certain that Dubois is gonna get one hit or quitter, but I think he's more susceptible to getting one shot popped by AJ than Zhang is. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me, frankly. I don't know. Herc worked himself inside. That's true. Hrgović did, but Dubois, like I said, I'm not taking nothing from Dubois. Dubois looked great. Dubois ain't Francis Ngannou. That's true. But I don't know, man. I don't know. How did Dubois lose to Usyk? How did Dubois lose to Usyk, Dub? That's the thing. That's why he has that stigma on him, right? Whether it's fair or whether it's unfair. You know, he has that stigma on him as a quitter. You know, somebody who has been stopped and can be stopped again. Timberwolves at 8. You feel me, CJ? Talk to him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Timberwolves at 8. That's what I'm talking about. That ain't over yet. So, you know. So that was the question on Dubois, right? Though, you know what I'm saying, CJ? I mean, sorry, Dub. The question on Dubois was, you know, how's he gonna react and respond to adversity? And he proved it against Filip Hrgović, so he's definitely on the up and up. But, you know. And that's not his only loss by stoppage. Both of his losses came by stoppage. He lost to was it Derek Chisora? I mean, not Derek Chisora. Joe Joyce as well. Remember? Granted, he had something was wrong with his eye, so I don't knock him for it. But people will say, "Hey, man, you know, both your losses, you got stopped." That's a question, but I think he's answering those questions, right? And that was a great way. That was a great starter kit to kick off your campaign. To showing that you have some resiliency, you know, beating, not only beating, but beating up Hrgović and stopping him. My boy was punishing Hrgović. Usyk's trunks was at his, I'm telling you, Illuminati. His shots were in his chest, bro. I don't know, like, I thought that was a clean punch, but like I said, man, we watch boxing, so we've seen that before, right? It's usually up to the discretion of the ref. We seen that same shot called legal. we seen that same shot called illegal on numerous occasions. So I've been watching boxing for many a moon, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody asked me to definitively put money on what is legal and what is illegal in boxing when it comes to that gosh dang belt line. I promise you I don't know. I promise you I don't know. That's how inconsistent it is. I might, if somebody asks me, is a belt line punch legal? I might follow up with a question and ask you, who the hell's the ref? You tell me who the ref is, and then I might be able to tell you whether that shot is legal or not. It highly depends on the ref. Hrgovic was bleeding from both eyes. Facts. And I thought Hrgovic was going to win a 7-11. I had Hrgovic winning that. I had old Phillip. I definitely had old Phillip head ass. Boy, was I wrong. But I was happy to be wrong. Because I thought Daniel Dubois looked good. But I had Hrgovic, bro. Bro, can you imagine who bet a parlay on a clean sweep for Queensberry? If you bet on Frank Warren and took all Queensberry fighters, I promise you, you done paid your mortgage off. I promise you, bro. There's no way that was supposed to be a sweep. If someone said, okay, the 5v5, Badgeroo versus Queensberry, Eddie Hearn versus Frank Warren, respectively, they said, oh, hey, Doc, that's going to be a sweep. I would 1,000% said it would have been Matchroom. Because there's no way. I thought Ray Ford was good. I thought Ray Ford was a given. I thought Ray Ford was gonna beat Nick Ball. I was on the fence about Willie Hutchinson and Craig Richards, but I leaned towards Spider Richards just because the caliber of opponents that he shared the ring with. He shared the ring with Joshua Boatsy and Dimitri Bivol, albeit in both losses. Albeit in losses, he still shared the ring with the higher caliber opponents. He lost to Willie Hutchinson. Ray Ford lost to Nick Ball, which I disagree with. I had Ray Ford winning, but it was still a close fight, so I'm not mad at it. And then I had Philip Hrgovic beating Dubois. Wrong. I did have Hamza Shiraz beating Austin. I was right about that. I did have Shiraz beating Austin Emma Williams, or Austin Tiger Williams, excuse me. So I was right about that one. And then what was the other one? And I was right about Zhang beating Wilder. I was right about Zhang beating Deontay Wilder. So I was right about 2. Clean sweep is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say it was a robbery 7-11, but I don't mind that sentiment. Because I definitely had Ray Ford winning 115, 113. But like I say, I tell people all the time, man, we gotta realize, and if we do realize it, we gotta remember, because sometimes we do realize we forget. It's a square circle, baby. It's a square, right? One judge is on this side, one judge is on this side, another judge is on this side, right? So you got so peep this 7-11. If we're looking from top down essentially when we watch it on TV. Imagine if I'm this judge over here, and Ray Ford has his back against this ropes, and Nick Ball has his back towards this judge, right? So basically, I'm this judge over here, and all I see is Nick Ball like this. You know what I'm saying? Throwing hands, and then I see Ray Ford. I don't see what Ray Ford's doing. I'm not necessarily being able to. I can't really see or perceive from my vantage point that Ray Ford is eluding these punches. Is Nick Ball is throwing 10 punches, but only one of them landing, and then Ray Ford is also giving it back. You know what I'm saying? Throwing sharp counter punches. But Ray Ford was very judicious with his punches. Is what I'm saying. And he may have threw 2 shots while Nick Ball threw 10. And his 2 shots were more effective than the 10 that Nick Ball threw, because he only landed 1. But if I'm on this side and all I see is Nick Ball consistently having pressure, applying pressure to Ray Ford, and his back is against the ropes, and he's taking 10 punches before he turns his foot, you know what I'm saying, before he turns over his foot and his hip to get up off the ropes, then I might think that Nick Ball's aggression is winning him the fight, and he's more active. So I kind of blame Ray Ford, man. Like, I don't know when boxers are going to learn, especially championship level fighters and caliber fighters, man. When it's a close fight, bro, you don't know what the hell the judge is seeing. Even if they see the same thing. What if I'm a judge that prefers aggression and activity? Ray Ford was definitely more inactive than Nick Ball. Ray Ford was definitely less aggressive than Nick Ball. So it's like, yeah, I agree. I think Ray Ford should have won. But I don't know what the judges see, and I don't know what the judges are valuing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Wrap Up Podcast in the building, man. Check out my boy Wrap Up, man. You want to know about current events. You know what I'm saying? You want to know about what's going on in the news, important events, you know what I'm saying? Funny, all that good stuff. Check out my boy Wrap Up Podcast, man. I know him since high school, too. That's my brethren right there, man. Check him out, man. Very funny podcast, and he kicks it to you from a very real point of view. He has He has a panel that he deals with. They all give their perspectives, talk about everything from religion to OnlyFans to politics to Trump convictions to everything, man. My boy cover it all, man. Like CNN, you know what I'm talking about? From an urban, educated, and honest standpoint, man. Shout out to my boy. Appreciate you coming through. What it do? Ford beat Nick Ball in my opinion, but Nick Ball was more active before the 12th. Yes, and that's the thing that pissed me off, Franklin. Bro, Ray Ford could have did that. What he did in the 12th round, he could have did in the 5th round. He could have picked any round and did that, bro. That's why that shit made me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was disappointed in Ray Ford. But at the same time, I was also impressed with Nick Ball as well, because I was a very hard, I critiqued the hell out of Nick Ball because I was disappointed in his performance against Ray Vargas. One of the biggest things I said that he didn't invest in the body at all. How are you the smaller, more compact fighter, lower center of gravity, and you're going against a tall, lankier fighter, Ray Vargas, you don't throw nan body shot? Like, he just looked like he was in there winging it. Very disrespectful type stuff. Like, maybe if he did have a game plan, but he definitely didn't implement the game plan. He definitely omitted the game plan. He was just throwing haymakers, going, you know what I'm saying, swinging for the fences the whole time. Like, his game plan was just to overwhelm him and be wild and knock him out. And I thought that was a trash game plan. And I definitely thought people saying that, oh, Nick Ball got robbed for the draw. Nick Ball is very fortunate to get a draw, because he undoubtedly lost the first half of that fight. He came on towards the latter half when Ray Vargas started getting touched and clipped and caught. But Ray Vargas definitely 1 through 6. I don't want to hear nothing. He's lucky he got a draw. That was a terrible game. One of the worst game plans I've seen from a world-class fighter in a long time. But Nick Ball impressed me because what did he do? He went to the body. He learned his lesson. And that's the thing. In life, man, if you make a mistake and you learn from it, that mistake is awesome. It's a good mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's the mistakes that you go through and you don't learn from them. Not only you don't learn from them, but then you repeat them. I mean, you don't learn from them. And then those are the mistakes that hurt. But if you ever go through a mistake in life and you learn from it, hey man, that's what mistakes are. That means that mistake counted and it was a good mistake. You know, and he learned from it, man. So shout out to Nick Ball. I was very impressed. I was very impressed with Nick Ball, man. But on the other hand, on the real though, I thought Ray Ford could have won. I thought he should have won. I had him to score 115-113, but it was a close fight, admittedly. So I'm not gonna call it too much of a robbery. You know what I'm saying? To me, a robbery is where there's no way I can see how that person won. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Michaela Mayer versus Natasha Jonas, there's no way I can see how Natasha Jonas beat Michaela Mayer. That was a robbery. Poor Michaela Mayer. Shout out to Natasha Jonas. Like I said, fighters fight, so it's not Natasha Jonas's fault. You know, fighters fight and judges judge, but I felt like there was no way Natasha Jonas beat Michaela Mayer. I thought that was a robbery. I thought Arnold Barbosa Jr. versus Sean McComb. There's no way Barbosa beat Sean McComb. That was a robbery. But Ray Ford and Nick Ball, I thought Ray Ford won, but I can see how you give it to Nick Ball. I honestly can. Do I think it was right? No, because I value effective punching. I value counter hit, and I also value game plan implementation. Like when the fight was made in my mind, I already knew that Nick Ball was gonna be the more active fighter. I already knew he was gonna apply the pressure. I already knew Ray Ford was gonna have to counter punch him. You know what I'm saying? And then apply his pressure later on when he gets him hurt. So that was a game plan that I anticipated. So when I think about a fight beforehand and how it's gonna go down and transpire preemptively before the fight even happens, then I value, you know, when I see that fighter execute the game plan. Same with Tyson Fury. I had Tyson Fury beating Oleksandr Usyk because I anticipated that Usyk was going to press the issue. And Tyson Fury was going to counterpunch him and then, you know what I'm saying, throw uppercuts. And I anticipated that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was going to land, you know, with the frequency in which he was landing with those uppercuts towards the middle of the fight. But then Tyson Fury got hurt, and that changed it. You know, I still had Tyson Fury winning by, I think, I don't remember the score, but I think I had Tyson Fury winning by like a round or two. But I'm not mad at Usyk winning because I could see that 9th round meant a lot. That was pivotal. So like same with Ray Ford is applicable. Same things are applicable to Ray Ford, man. I kind of blame Ray Ford a little more. You know, even though I thought that he won, I thought he did enough to win. You're a professional boxer, man. You're a world class fighter. You know, if you don't know that, then your corner should know that. You know, somebody should be communicating to you effectively that, hey, man, I don't know the scorecards, but this fight is close. Kind of like what Terrence Crawford's corner did, Bomac and them against Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? It was a close fight. You could argue Sean Porter was winning. You could argue that Terrence Crawford was winning. But it was a close fight. And they said, hey, man, you losing, bro. It's a close fight. You losing. And Terrence Crawford went out there and handled business. He throws with his head down. He can't do that against elite fighters. You talking about Nick Ball, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was impressed with Nick Ball because he improved. But I think it's a matter of time for Nick Ball loses. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not big on Nick Ball, to be honest with you. You know. But shout out to him. Like I said, I do value improvement, and I like the fact that he improved. And Ray Ford, that was a hell of a fight, man. That was a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fighter to beat. You know, I would like to see Nick Ball go and try to get that get a dub on Ray Vargas. I would like to see that since that ended in a draw. But we'll see. You know, I also want to see Navarrete versus Robson Casesa. But Robson Casesa's fighting. Who's he fighting? Who the hell is Casesa? He's fighting somebody in the near future. I would like to see that rematch. Navarrete just lost to Barichek after he moved up. He's moving back down. And then Robson Casesa, who is he fighting? Is he fighting Oshaki Foster? I think Robson Casesa is fighting Oshaki Foster. That's going to be a good fight. So, I got Oshaki in that fight, but that's going to be good, though. So, Robson Casesa is a good fighter, man. He has a few losses, but his losses are, there's no shame in his loss. I think he lost to, like I said, he had that draw with Navarrete. He lost to Shakur Stevenson. And then if he loses to Oshaki Foster, there's no shame in that. But he could win. That's going to be a good fight. And then he lost to somebody else, too, Oscar Valdez. So, but yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and get off, man. I want to chop it up and kick it with y'all all gosh dang night. You know I can. But I need to go get some food. I'm very hungry. Please don't forget to like the video if you're on the YouTube side as well. Shout out to, appreciate everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. Shout out to Arnaldo with the big $3. You know, that means a lot. I appreciate y'all. Those of you new to the stream, y'all know I stream every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at a minimum 3 times at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me, Dr. Box and Talk. And then also I provide live boxing commentary for all the fights. Yes, all the fights, whether it's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, or it's in Los Angeles, California, or it's in Lagos, Nigeria, or it's in Montego Bay, Jamaica. It don't matter. Or if it's in England, you know what I'm saying? London. Or if it's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday in Japan, in the Tokyo Dome. We provide all the commentary, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always. Appreciate the support. Means a lot. Doc, Jesse Lee Patterson is the funniest person alive. Jesse Lee Patterson. Peterson. What they talk about? What happened with Jesse Lee Peterson? I gotta tap in. I'm not familiar with Jesse Lee Peterson. What they be talking about? Oh, I know you talking about Jesse Lee. I see this face. That old dude be talking crazy to the thoughts. he said to Ed Rose, but you're a slut. Bro, no, that's not. It's funny, but it's wrong, man. Amber Rose went back, told her whole life story, and he looked at her dead in the face and said, "But you're a slut." I was crying, bro. No, that's rude, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, I didn't know him by name, but yeah, he's fine. I just Googled him and saw his face. Oh, that was crazy. Great. I appreciate it, Illuminati. You going live tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I'm gonna go live. If we could, there's a fight tomorrow, right? We just saw somebody has a fight tomorrow. A supporter was talking about him. If I could find that fight, I'll go live. Matter of fact, even if I can't find the fight, I'll probably go live. Yeah, good Lord willing. We'll see. Good Lord willing. Yeah, man, I might turn up tomorrow, man. Y'all be on the lookout for your boy, man. Hit that notification bell so you get them notifications as well. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and get off, man. I appreciate y'all kicking with me, man. Making me laugh, chopping it up, having a great fellowship with it because of this boxing team, man. Like I said, always open invitation. If anybody, I know I don't be dropping the link actively. I should be dropping the link. I'd be forgetting. Just remind me. But it's always an open invitation. You want to join the Discord, I'll put you up on the screen. That's why I have so many screens right here. You know, I'll put you up on the screen. We can debate boxing. We can talk about boxing, you know, have good conversations, reminisce, talk about future fights, whatever you want to talk about. Talk about Catherine, Caitlin, and Cotto Clark. And Anthony Reese, like y'all said, disrespectful. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. Y'all be easy. Remember, with God, we can do anything. And without God, we are nothing, man. The doctor's out. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.